Test, test.
Oh,
I'm
no, I'm
good
just kidding.
to go.
I like the poo poo.
So, Resident Evil 8, bro. What do you think? I love it. I
Dude,
love
same.
it.
Yeah, it is. What I saw in the reviews was it felt like an action-packed Call of Duty game. Like someone had compared it to the campaign of like the action level of a Call of Duty campaign, as opposed to like 7, which was very slow-paced horror and like kind of more suspenseful. I personally didn't feel that. It was like I liked the action from what I've seen so far.
It's definitely more
And I
fast
think
paced. A lot more going on.
Yeah, but it definitely like it's got that slow-paced horror in the right spots, I think too.
I think so
So
too. It definitely got me a few times. I jumped.
yeah, same.
Dude, there's a section of the map you go into. It's like it's all flooded with wine. Like it's all
Yeah.
red. Did you do that?
Yeah.
And they kept
Yeah, yeah,
popping out, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, another one, dude.
This is so crazy. I like that it's like you can't tell if it's wine or blood though, because
It's
there's like
wine, yeah, but
it's for sure.
I mean, it's got to be wine. It's just it looks like blood the way they did it. Yeah, it's cool. But no, I
Wait, so
really like it. I like the setting.
Is it the full game or is it just the demo?
It's a full game. Full game
Full
came
game's
out.
out, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
good, dude. How's that? Because you got like the deluxe edition, right? So you got like a couple extra stuff, like guns and stuff.
I did. Honestly, I
Not
probably
worth it?
shouldn't have done that. It was probably not worth it. I got this cool gun that does pretty much the same amount of damage as the
It just
regular
sounds different
pistol.
because it's got a suppressor on it.
Yeah, and it just looks like you're doing like something a lot more powerful, but it's not. It's actually just
I already have my pistol fully upgraded. I think the shotgun's almost fully upgraded. I'm looking for the sniper rifle. I don't know where it's at, but I have ammo and I can make ammo for it already. But I don't know where it's at.
You have your shotgun fully upgraded already.
I have one more attachment. I already bought the hair trigger and everything.
Wow.
But dude, because there's did you find her lipstick yet? That thing is worth like
I did.
10. Okay, yeah, that was like 10K. And then see, you got to look at the stuff when you go to sell, because some or you go into your items inventory, and when you go look at them, it'll say whether it's like something that could be combined with something else.
Okay.
I don't think you want to sell that stuff, but
Yeah.
so far, the 4 statues in the main lobby.
I think so, with like the,
You have
the
to
crest on it.
Yeah, you have to find the faces for them.
Yeah.
I found 2 out of 4 of those. I got stuck last night before, but I think somebody said something about the piano, so I'm gonna go mess with the piano. I think that's supposed to
Okay.
give me a key that'll help that'll unlock the rooms that have the other ones in it. So, but
Yeah,
I killed 2 of the sisters.
Okay.
So I gotta kill one
I think
more.
we're at the same spot actually, because I have about 2 or 3 of the faces. I did the piano, that gave me a key.
Yeah, 'cause I think I'm like 3.5 hours into the game or something. So
Okay, same. Yeah.
yeah,
Put about 3 in.
I definitely took way longer at the beginning than I should have. I tried to fight off all those goddamn like werewolves.
Yeah, that's the one gripe I had with it. I don't like it when they don't tell you that you have to like die on purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like wait for a scripted death. That's so annoying.
It was fun though, dude, because like everybody in the chat's freaking out, like, "Holy shit, dude!" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Boom, boom!" Like they're coming from everywhere, like just freaking out. Like it felt like a zombies game, dude. The way they did it, I liked it. Yeah, Chris, I think
like
you'd enjoy this
the,
one.
I didn't play 7, so
You don't need to. It gives you a recap of 7 before you start.
Well, so
Yeah.
is it the same storyline? It's just like a new.
It's the same character. You really don't need it. Like I said, you can literally just watch that little cutscene thing they made and then jump right into it. It's
So all I remember from 7 was the part where you're in the garage and that dude like you you kill him several times and he's still alive somehow, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
That's a great part.
I feel like in Resident Evil 7 there was as many like enemies to kill.
Yeah, you're right.
They did like the little like fungus dudes, but they weren't
Fungus.
very. It wasn't a frequent occurrence. I only played like half of that game. I don't think I finished 7.
Really?
Yeah, because it was. I don't remember why. I don't
It's
remember.
probably just very too slow for you or something like that.
I think it was a combination of that and like I went on a deployment or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
I have a
what
lot
I
of
remember-
games like that where I started them, went on a deployment, and like just never picked it back up.
Yeah.
Well, I just remember because what happened was you had brought your, I think it was your PS4, and that's what you were playing it on, and then like but you were visiting, so yeah, you probably want a deployment or something like that. That's probably what it was.
Yeah. No, but I love the first person aspect. Third person is cool, but I feel like it's just kind of like I don't know, something. It's if it's not done differently, it just feels kind of outdated. Does that make sense? Like if you go play like the old Resident Evil games, it's cool, but at the same time, you're like, this feels like an old game, you know?
Yeah, like the overhead kind of thing.
Dude, the first Resident Evil is so good, dude. The very first one. I didn't play the second remake, but I do have it. I think I got it on sale for like $20 or something. So I'll probably play through it on my own.
Oh, dude, that reminds me. Steam Summer Sale's coming up soon, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Really,
I don't know if there's anything that I need to pick up though. I think I have everything.
Call of Duty World War II is what I want to buy.
I think I have every single Call of Duty.
I don't have World War II, and I liked the zombies in that game, and so I want to buy it again.
I liked the campaign in World War II. Like I said, I think World War II was the first Call of Duty that really got me back into it after like Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, all that stuff. That's where I got back into it. Was World War II. Okay. The multiplayer I liked.
The multiplayer was fun, but like
it's better than Cold Wars.
Oh my! Don't even get me started on that, dude.
Yeah.
Cold War is ridiculous. I don't know if it's like what is it? The tick rate? Is that what it is? But where like it's not synced up properly or something like that. But like I feel like I'll start shooting at somebody and like I'll die, even though I'm the one that started shooting first. Like either the guns aren't balanced or like the tick rate's off.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's a combination of both.
It's shoot first, die first. Essentially, is what it is.
Yeah, and the engine is just horrible. It just makes everything worse.
Well, it's they took the Black Ops 4 engine and like reskinned everything, so there's a lot of it's weird, man. It's like old code or new code on top of old code, and it just doesn't feel right, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I love the Modern Warfare engine. I'm excited that the next game is using that engine because I think it looks the best. It feels the best. I love the mounting mechanic. I like all that stuff. The doors. Like I love everything about it. It feels modern. Cold War feels like 2 steps back.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not their fault. They kind of got shafted. They're like, "Hey, make this game in a year," you know?
Yeah.
So. But I mean, I've heard so many rumors, man, about the new one getting canceled or delayed, or but now they're saying it's still coming out. They're gonna tease it soon, and I don't know, man. They're gonna integrate those guns into How the hell are they gonna integrate if it is a World War II game? How the hell are they gonna integrate? Nobody's gonna use World War II guns against modern guns. Yeah, dude. If somebody gets into a fight with somebody with an M1 Grand versus an M4, the M4 is winning every time.
Yeah.
An M1 Grand is just not.
They're gonna have to unbalance them, like very unrealistic.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. They're gonna have, they'll have to balance them a certain way.
And if they got rid of Modern Warfare guns, that would be a big upset. People would be pissed.
Or they'll have a separate map that's just set in World War II. That'd be pretty cool. Dude, could you imagine what if they had a map in like Paris or something like that? That'd be dope.
Yeah, but like
World War II Paris.
It'd be cool if they had a map that was just like straight up, like you got the beaches of Normandy on one side and like cliffs and farmland and.
Yeah, the only issue I think you'd have there is there's no like real landmarks you could have.
I mean, you see how they did this map? It's just a bunch of stuff thrown next to each other,
But it's a city.
Kinda. There's farmland to one side, and then there's a freaking a quarry next to that.
It's better than freaking Alcatraz or whatever.
Oh my god, dude! Rebirth. Do you like Rebirth, Genie?
It's like fine.
I can't stream it.
It's fast.
I can't stream it though. I can't stream it.
Yeah,
because I can't pay attention to chat.
Yeah, it's very when I'm just trying to play and just stop very very quickly. I'll be like, all right, fine, let's just do some Rebirth. But like the true excitement and magic of Battle Royale is not there. It's like a multiplayer match almost.
Well, we were talking to Instigator on Creators United before this. We were talking about how Apex could kind of have a huge resurgence. You know, Apex Legends with this new season is probably the best thing I've seen a battle royale game do in since COVID hit. Like, I just feel like
Really?
yeah, there's just I think they added some new maps. They added arena mode. They polished up some of the regular battle royale stuff. I mean, they've got ranked now. I think ranked would be a good thing for Warzone if they had like a mode where you actually had a rank to earn, so it feels like you're grinding for something when you play with sweats, because I feel like all it is sweats now. So I don't know, man. But yeah, Apex, the arena mode is a lot of fun. It's 3v3. And like,
so how does that work though?
It's kind of like Valorant where you buy your guns, but there's still a circle. So like, you're like fighting these guys and a circle will close on you. It's a lot of fun. I feel like it's good practice for the battle royale too.
Huh. So it's like a mini royale size, I guess, or
It's big Valorant, but like it's like a small little arena essentially. Like there's an actual circle for it, and it's a small little map compared to like, you know, a battle royale map, right?
But then the circle closes, as you're fighting each other. So it like, the longer the match goes, the harder it gets to like maneuver around because the circle will close, you know.
Yeah.
So people will try to go around a building to flank, and the circle will close and kill them. Like, it's
wow.
There's a lot of factors to it. The guns, I love the way the guns feel. I love the way they sound. People always like, oh, use this gun, it's so much better. I feel like all the guns are good. Like, it's everything. It seems fairly balanced.
Sure.
What I like is that, and this is a big reason why I don't like Valorant. Okay, Valorant, you can't revive anybody unless you have a specific ability. With Apex, you can revive no matter what. Okay, it's just a matter of playing your cards right. And so it feels a lot more fair, because if you go down, you still have a second chance in a way. Whereas Valorant, if you get screwed over, like that, you're done for. That's it.
Well, Valorant is, so this feels more like search and destroy style rounds.
Exactly.
Whereas Valorant is, you know,
CSGO
style rounds, where it's like very fast.
Yeah, but even with search and destroy, you still don't get second chances.
Like, I've seen these matches of Apex Arena. Like, one round will literally last like 20 seconds. Another round will last 5 minutes. Like, it's really cool, man. It's like every match feels different.
So there's like a lot of room for like competitiveness, right? Competition.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. I really hope to bring a ranked mode to it. You guys hear Sammy howling?
A little bit, but not much.
I heard something, yeah.
It's because my wife went to go sign up for the gym. She took little man, and she's like, the dog needs to stay here. He's too clingy, and so he's all howling.
Oh,
he's such a mama's boy.
I enjoyed playing. I felt like I wasn't terrible either. Like, I actually did okay.
Shooting skills transfer over for this, sure.
Yeah, but I've never played Apex before. That's why I'm like, whoa, okay. Like, I
will say
I'm
that
not at a disadvantage there.
The sniping is a little weird, because like the drop seems like it's very drastic. I don't know, but
some of those guns are weird. Yeah,
I'm gonna keep playing it though. It's the most fun I've had in a shooter in a while.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Genie, if you got space on your SSD, whatever, come on over, dude. We could 3v3 it.
I'm down. Yeah, let me.
It was like 60 gigs, I think. It's free.
Yeah, get it off Steam, not Origin. I need to uninstall Origin and do it on Steam, because Origin interface is annoying.
Okay.
I hate, and apparently it's less space too on Steam.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the download's a little smaller, I guess. So
I'll start it right now, to be honest with you, if it's not gonna like mess with my thing.
I would wait.
Okay.
Just in case.
Yeah, good idea.
We could try to play some tonight, though. I'm down. Up to you.
Yeah, I just gotta catch a movie at 7:30, I think.
What are you going to see?
It's this movie called Chungking Express. It's a artsy Japanese noir film.
Okay.
I was gonna say Chungus Express too.
Chungus Express. Dude, imagine. Oh man.
So
no, it's like this indie theater. They're playing like an old movie, and I'm like, I've always wanted to go see that in theaters, and so like, I might be going. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Nice. Yeah, I just gotta go. I gotta go to the gym, because I'm going to the gym again. It was good. I'm finally not sore.
Good.
I felt so sore like 2 days after I went the first time. It was
Yeah.
not fun. But
Are you doing like full body or just like cardio?
yeah,
or
so
what?
I'm doing so when I was in the military and doing jujitsu, all I cared about was strength. So like I'm small, I don't look like a big dude, but like people would always tell me like, dude, you're strong as hell. Like you don't look like it, you know? Like my instructor that's like a black belt, I would like muscle out of stuff and he'd be like, God damn it, dude. He's like, you're too strong. You know, he'd always be like, how much? He'd be like, he would ask me questions about how much you bench, and I'd be like 215. He's like, God damn, and stuff like that, you know. And like, now, it's like, I mean, with being in the military and doing the helicopter stuff, I had to drag heavy ass things. I had to pull the basket in with 1 or 2 people in it. Like that's a lot of work for me. So I just cared about being strong as hell. Now I kind of want to look like it, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm kind of doing where like instead of just going for strength, like it's definitely more like hypertrophy, you know. So I'm trying to like legit like tire my muscles out.
Okay.
So it's a little bit higher reps. Before I was doing like 4 to 8 reps. Now I'm doing more like 8 to 12. And then I used to rest 3 minutes between sets. Now I rest like 90 seconds to 2 minutes. So your muscles don't get as much time to what happens is your muscles don't get as much time to recover, so it causes more tears in your muscle fibers, which causes them to get bigger than they would if you were just going for strength. So I'm not going to gain strength as fast, you know, but I'm going to start packing on size. So that's the whole point. But it's a beginner bodybuilding program that I found, and it starts out the first 4 weeks are full body with like some cardio mixed in. And then after 4 weeks, it changes to like a push-pull type method. So like you're working out your muscles more volume, more individually, you know, now that your body's more like used to going to the gym again. And then I think the last 4 weeks is like a legit bodybuilding split where it's like biceps and like back and biceps and blah blah blah, you know. It's like 6 days a week. So I'm going from doing 3 days a week, building up to 6. I think the second 4 weeks is 4 days a week, but the cardio goes up too because obviously, you know, you want to get shredded. But you know who isn't getting shredded? Marky Mark, dude. Have you guys seen Marky Mark? Homeboy put on like 20 pounds in 3 weeks. He's
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Oh,
dude, he said he's eating chicken nuggets and drinking a 6-pack of beer like every meal. He's just putting on weight for this film, and like he literally went from looking. Have you seen The Gambler?
The Gambler, no.
It was where he's like he plays this dude who's like poor because anytime he gets money, he just goes and gambles it away. So like he's super skinny, like anorexic looking. And he kind of looked like that, and then they showed him 3 weeks later, and he's just like laying there, straight dad bod, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, damn, bro. But he said he's gonna put on another 20 to 30 pounds than that. So I wonder what role it's for. But he said he's enjoying it though, because you know, like he spent like the last 2 years just going from like built to skinny to built to skinny, you know, and so now he just gets to straight up like let his ass go. He's just eating his fat ass to death for like 2 months.
That's such a. I feel like that's such an interesting part about being an actor, though. It's not just about playing the part; it's looking the part.
Well, some people don't commit that far, but people like Sammy, people like Mark Wahlberg, Matthew McConaughey, Leonardo DiCaprio to a little extent. There's definitely actors that go above and beyond to look the part.
Who's the guy that plays? Who's the guy that plays Batman in The Dark Knight?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. I was blanking on his name, and I was like, I should know this. Yeah, he definitely goes. There's that what movie is it where he's like super freaking skinny?
The Machinist. Yeah, The Machinist.
Yeah. That I was like, oh my god, man.
He said his doctors like legit told him, stop. Like your liver is getting, like there's not enough fat in your liver. You're gonna die.
Jesus Christ, man.
Because people don't think about it, but when people say like body fat percentages, like 4% of that or something like that is just straight up like your organ fat. because your organs have to have fat to function correctly, and like it's weird because the way that the human body works, if you if you stab yourself in the hand with a pencil, okay, that hurts, but your organs don't have those nerves. So like you can literally run till your heart explodes. You won't know it. You know what I mean? Like your heart doesn't start hurting until it's like too late. So people do that where anorexic people deal with it all the time, where they get told like, hey, you need to go to like rehab for this or something, because if you don't, you're literally gonna like just not wake up one day. Like your organs are gonna shut down. You know?
Oh my god.
People don't think about that, but like your organs can't tell you when like they're hurting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's an interesting thing. But yeah, no, those actors that, dude, I mean, I've lost a lot of weight before. I've gained a lot of weight before. I'm currently losing weight. It's not fun, dude. It's tough. You got to be very strict. Mm-hmm. It's so much easier to just like get lazy and eat whatever the hell you want, you know, like a normal person. Mm-hmm. And like it's not like once you get there you can just coast. Like you still have to like watch yourself, or else you'll just start gaining it back.
I don't know how to gain weight, bro.
You will. I was like that until I was like 20, and then all of a sudden it just got easier.
It's gonna be fat one day. Wake up, oh my god! I weigh 400
pounds. When I was on the boat, it was really hard to work out because like, dude, you would lift weights, right? So like you're like laying there, and you go to push up, and the boat would go up, and so like the weights would get lighter, and then you would come down, and the boat would go back down, and it would feel like you're lifted twice as much as you are. You're like,
oh my god. Oh my god.
So nobody wanted to lift weights on the boat, dude, because it was just dangerous, bro.
Yeah.
The boat would go up, and the gravity would get lighter, and then the boat would come down.
Like, oh shit! Holy shit!
Yeah, yeah. You're like, dude, I literally saw somebody like pull something in their shoulder because they shoulder pressed like 50-pound dumbbells, and then when it came down, it was like 100.
Oh god, dude, that sucks, man.
Yeah. Have you guys ever pulled a muscle before? Like legit, like pulled a muscle, like it's spasming and hurts and shit.
No.
I did that with like my back recently.
Yeah, your back's really easy to do it with. I did that to my back. Yeah, I had to get a shot in the ass.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, because they needed me to fly, dude. I legit I couldn't sleep because I would wake up because my muscle would start spasming, and it feels like a cramp in your muscle. You know, yeah. The muscle spasm hurts.
Was it like a steroid shot or what?
It was a steroid pain reliever, muscle relaxant cocktail. It was the strongest thing they could give me and let me drive home.
My god.
But yeah.
Oh my god.
It helped, dude. I slept like a baby after that because I didn't sleep for like 3 days waiting for my appointment.
Oh.
They told me like, dude, just go home. You look like a zombie. Because like the first night I just didn't sleep, and I was just walking around. I was walking around like this because like my whole lat was like locked up. So like that's connected. Your lat goes from like down to the bottom of your shoulder blade, like up to your that whole side of your neck. So that whole side was just like it would lock up and start spasming. I'd be like, oh fuck, like at work, dude. They're like, get the hell out of here, dude. Go home.
Yeah, the worst that's ever happened to me is just like you know when you get like a crick in your neck and you can't move it. That's the most ever happened to me. But that stuff sucks.
Yeah. Do you need a muscle relaxant? They have ones you can like drink. Yeah.
I mean, it happens like once a year.
Yeah. Well, I think what happens is like your muscles, they like tighten. And so like you don't really relax until you go to sleep. Like that's why people jolt awake, is because your muscles all kind of like just let go. So if you're not fully asleep, it kind of feels like like I feel like it always happens in my, like I'll start dreaming and all of a sudden I jolt awake, and in my dream I was falling or something, you know?
No, I hate because when that happens, it's always when I'm like about to fall asleep, and then suddenly I'm wide awake, and I'm like, God, I was like right about to fall asleep. I was super tired, and I couldn't fall asleep until then, and then back. Yeah. Like it's the worst feeling on the planet, dude.
Dude, Sammy has nightmares. Like he'll like wake up and just like
I'm like,
I'm like,
"Oh,
calm
no."
down, dog, calm down. And he just looks at me and he's like, just goes back to sleep.
No, you know that mommy I threw up meme.
No.
You never heard of that? Where
No.
you know, like when you were younger, like if you threw up, you like
Oh yeah, you go
knock
tell
on the
your
door,
mom.
Mom, yeah,
Mom, I
yeah.
threw
That's
up.
what that is. Okay. Well, Fenway does the same thing except when he has nightmares, and so like I'll have my door open because it's super freaking hot in here with the fan blowing in, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'll just start hearing him like whine, and I'm like, okay, fine. So I let him in, and he hops on the bed and just immediately passes out. Like he'll have a nightmare and then specifically come and look for me.
Bro, wait,
Aw.
dude, when you throw up, tell me, this is gonna sound weird. When you after, like, have you ever had like a stomach bug? You're just throwing up like crazy, but like you wake up in the middle of the night feeling like shit, you throw up, and then you just sleep like a rock, dude. Like for some
Oh,
reason, after you
yeah.
throw up, you
Yeah.
sleep so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it's because you're not actually like really sleeping when that happens. It's more like your body just kind of shuts down for a second so that like so you can
Reboot.
just get to the point. It's like
Yeah.
your body purposely just sends you forward in time so that you can get to the point where you finally feel like throwing up.
Yeah, that's what.
It's
Whenever
weird.
Exactly.
whenever I was on the boat, people would come back from like partying, and they'd be like super drunk, and they'd be like, bro, I'm gonna throw up." And so it's like, just get it over with, man. They go make themselves throw up so they can sleep,
Yeah.
dude. Cause the spins, bro. Oh god,
Oh,
The spins, what do you mean?
you never gotten the spins? Like
like
you,
when you get dizzy.
so you drink enough that like when you lay down, it feels like the room's spinning.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that is the worst, dude.
I've gotten that just from like being sick, dude. That like when you throw up because of that, it's like that whole like 5 minutes where you're feeling like that sucks. So I can't imagine doing that for like hours, bro.
So
That would be
they
terrible.
always said you gotta like put your foot on the ground, like it helps. But I don't know.
While you're
While
laying
you're laying
down.
Yeah, so like you're like at the edge of your bed, you put your foot on the ground, it's supposed to help it stop feeling like you're spinning.
The heck,
I don't
that's
know.
a tiny bed then, bro.
Okay.
No, you just get to the edge of the bed, dude.
I feel like it'd be uncomfortable.
Yeah, dude, you do what you gotta do so you can sleep
Yeah, I guess.
when you don't feel good. But I don't know. Anyways, what else is new? How's the rig, Genie? You got your new computer.
No, it's really good. And as far as like new stuff, I was this week was just a very formative week. I feel like I say it about every week, but like I had a day when I went into at my boss's house, like we were, for work essentially, and I was like, oh my god, I think I want to walk in here, and I think I'm gonna quit today. I think I'm just gonna do it. And I was like, wow, I've never actually considered quitting. Wow, it actually let's just pretend I did quit. That tomorrow morning I'd wake up and first thing I'd want to work on is content creation, and it would feel great. No matter what kind of numbers there is, it would just feel great. And then I went into my boss's house, and he's like, Genie Boy. He always calls me Genie Boy. And he's like, dude, I saw your Tinder TikToks. They're funny. And then like we all start gathering around and watching my TikToks. I'm like, fuck, I can't quit. This is such an awkward situation to quit in. So, but now I think I'm going to leave this job at the end of the month, though. It's
And come to New Mexico.
good feeling. You know what? I would love to celebrate and come down, and we could like just bat it out and just make all this fucking shit. But no, I was pretty serious about that, and I was like, let's do it. And then I got 4 videos back to back removed by TikTok.
Bro.
What?
Yes, all my Tinder videos.
And you like lost the appeal too?
On all of them, yeah.
Bro.
It's not good,
that
bro.
Sucks.
You gotta be smart
so-
about what content you upload.
I know. I didn't think it would be taken down. It was like minor safety is what they flagged me for. It's like, what?
How?
It says their
Oh.
age.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's because there's always a chance that they're lying about their age.
I see.
That's probably what I would think it is, just because I know for a fact that happens. I know it because
Yeah.
like legit somebody was like, "Yo, dude, some girl on Tinder is saying that she's 18, but like she goes to her school back in like sophomore year, bro.
Mm.
And I was like, what the? I was like, how'd you even find this out? And they're like, I just went on there, downloaded it because I wanted to like see like what was up with the app. Because at the time it was still relatively new. And yeah, just there was some girl that was like 16 who's saying she was 18.
Dude, you want to know my experience with Tinder?
Yes.
When I was in Washington, I broke up with the girlfriend that I had there, and everybody's like, dude, just hop on Tinder, bro. I hopped on Tinder, and she was on there, and I was like, fuck this app, dude.
That's the worst.
Do people still like actually use Tinder like legit, or is it mainly just man. For like for memes essentially?
I feel like
it's just memes.
I feel like I've heard, you know, I've always heard like, oh, I met my husband on the internet and stuff like that. Like you always hear that statistic, like now 1% of relationships are started online and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. It's so online dating. Just it shouldn't be allowed, dude. It's just there's so many things that could go wrong. It's like if you can't go out and meet people in person, there's probably something wrong with you, like socially. You know, that you can't just go out and like meet people, pick up a hobby. Genie's like, yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
No, well,
I 100% agree. 100% agree.
So I'll play devil's advocate here. I think the issue is nowadays it's hard to actually like go and meet people because a lot of the things that people do as a hobby are things you can do online, and so like gaming is a big one. Like you don't back in the day, what would happen is, and obviously you are both aware of this, you would go to your friend's house to play video games and do split screen or whatever, split screen Halo or something, dude. Whatever it might be, right?
LAN parties,
dude. I miss them. I got invited to a LAN party while I was working at Best Buy, and I was like, people still do those?
Dude,
I was
they're
like,
the best,
really,
bro.
dude? Yeah, but they wanted me to take my entire PC over there, so I was like,
I'd do it.
Dude, it was the school night. I wasn't gonna do it.
Hold up, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry, I had a business phone call.
Good.
He's getting a shaker.
No. No, honestly, what's going on is so we I don't want to get into specifics, but I started the business in California, but New Mexico has better tax laws and stuff, so it makes more sense to convert it to a New Mexico business. But then there's all this paperwork. I gotta send like paperwork to New Mexico. I gotta send paperwork to California, this and that. And so like the whole thing is like, well, who did you send originals to New Mexico? Because they're supposed to be originals. And it's like, well, the email you sent didn't say that. So now it's like, it's just a mess.
So what you're saying is you're moving back to California?
Hell no. It's too expensive there, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I that's the one thing I'm worried about is if I move, I like either I want to move when I have enough money to like, I guess, pay for an apartment like without having to worry about it, or I'd want to move if I have enough money to just buy a house outright, which I really don't want to. I don't want to do because that's not exactly an option for people my age. So
I would say if you can, move with some friends from like college or something like that, or like just friends from high school, maybe if you know anybody that you'd be down to like do that with.
So okay, my best friend from kindergarten is a freaking bum now. Like he legit doesn't do. Dude, he got screwed over though. Okay, what happened was he moved to Colorado. I think Colorado. Like right when the pandemic hit. So not only could he not get a job, but also like he was gonna do his degree at the college that I'm going to, but since they moved like last minute, he still needed to figure out his degree and stuff like that, and the prices are different over there, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know if he's in college, but he definitely doesn't have a job, and it's. I mean, we're almost done with COVID, but like he still hasn't done anything. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on with him.
Damn it, bro.
What?
It's so annoying, man. Like on my screen, it looks like before I posted, it looks like the little comment sticker is like off on its own, but it's freaking covering my name again. Son of Hate it. It annoys me. Doesn't look clean.
So my other friends, one of them's in college, but he's probably gonna stay here in Arizona, and I don't want to be in Arizona. And then the one friend that I know for a fact that I'd move in with, he's at the Air Force Academy, and he's not sure if he wants to stay. So, like, I'm like, no one. No, if I did want to move in with somebody, like, nobody is for sure able to move in with me and like actually, you know, pull their own weight. I think, like, my friend who's kind of a bum, I don't know where he's gonna have money for that. Like,
yeah,
because he keeps saying, he's like, because he used to work at Chick-fil-A, and he's like, oh, I'll just transfer, and I'm like, bro, like, you worked there for 6 months, bro. Like, that's not super long, man. I don't know if that would actually work out for you. And he's like, well, we'll see. He's like, because my sister was a manager or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, you could try, but
yeah, definitely try, but
like, I was trying to tell him, like, basically just look into like other options. Don't just stick with Chick-fil-A, bro.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I just, plus he's kind of weird sometimes.
there it is.
this person doesn't.
Dude,
this person's not gonna watch the podcast, right? They're gonna be like,
oh. Well, okay. I'm not gonna name names, but like, we barely even talk that much. Like, I don't even know if he's probably not really who he used to be, I think.
Yeah, you ever have Genie? You might. I feel like since you're older, you probably have more of this experience if you do. But do you ever have friends that you're like, yeah, dude, like maybe we'll move this, we'll move here, we'll do this, we'll do that, and like they don't ever follow through with anything?
Yeah, or like when it happens, you completely like if I have experienced this for the last like 3 years. It is one thing to be friends with somebody, and then it's like a whole other thing to live with them. And it's like some people, on the rare occasion, it's like great to live with them just as much as it is to be friends with them, and there's no problem with that. But then there's other things you'll realize where it's like you never truly you have a friend who'd be like, yeah, dude, my home life's shitty right now. I just want to, like, live with all you guys and hang out. And it's like, oh, okay, for sure. And then like you live together, and it's like, oh, like this is a different person, like, and you kind of, it's like scary, it's like sad, because like your whole like vision of that person changes.
I feel like that can ruin friendships for sure.
Oh yeah.
It does, yeah. But I think I've definitely had some like ruined temporarily, and then like a year later, after not living together but like still hanging out, we'll like forget about it all and be like, oh, that was that one time. It's fine, they're cool to be friends.
I had a roommate when I was stationed in Washington. They assigned you roommates because it was government. They called it government leased housing. So like you don't have a choice where you live. They're like, here's an apartment, here's your roommate. And so the roommate I got, he worked in engineering. I was a seaman, so like I handled like ropes and drove the boat and stuff. And this guy like worked on the engines and stuff. And he seemed super cool. But then we moved in together, and this dude was an alcoholic, bro. All he did was drink. Dude, he pissed on my door one time. Like my girlfriend woke me up, and she said, do you hear that? Like, it sounds like something's leaking. And I was like, leaking? And then like I opened the door, and he's pissing on my leg. I'm like, bro, like the toilet's right behind you. And he's like, I'm taking piss, like all drunk. Like, dude, I was like, God damn, I'm ready to be out of here, dude. Literally pissed on my door.
Yeah, that's the thing. So
came home drunk.
One of the big reasons, I think
couldn't even find the toilet.
Probably one of my biggest reasons for not wanting to move in with somebody is, which I know is just being like, I guess, selfish or whatever. But I don't want to be on either end of that. I don't want to be the dude that weirds somebody out, and I don't want to be weirded out by somebody else. I'd rather just be on my own, because people can be gross, okay, and sometimes I just don't want to deal with it. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's one of the biggest things that stops me from being like, yeah, I'm gonna just move in with somebody that I'm kind of friends with, because it could easily just
you gotta know.
Yeah,
you gotta know whether you actually get along with them. Like, because my roommate when I was in San Fran, I feel like I kind of connected with him because I wasn't like everybody else where I just did stuff because like that was what people did. Like I was always like, no, why are people doing it like that? That's stupid. You know, like what work smarter, not harder. You know, but it was like, oh no, there's, you know, that's the traditional way to do things and stuff like that. So people hated the way I did stuff. And like I wasn't the fastest mechanic, but I was like, I'd rather be slower and get it done right than like do it fast and then have to do it twice, you know?
Fine.
And so a lot of people were like, you know, but I was like, hey, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. You know, I'm not gonna half-ass it. And so this guy was the same way, where like he would try to do things differently because it was just a smarter way to do it, and he got like backlash for it. And then like people he's super chill dude. He like really easy to shoot the shit with. And then like I was like, dude, I'm looking for a roommate. And he's like, yeah, me too, dude. And so we became roommates. And because he was in a different department, we were always getting off work at different times or having duty at different times. Like he would be overnight at the station one night, I'd be overnight at the station the other night, you know. So it kind of worked out that way. And we worked with each other, but we didn't work with each other. He was always working on electrical stuff, and I was always working on engines and helicopter blades and stuff like that. So it was interesting. Like if it was somebody that I worked with like legit, like we were working on the same engine, I don't think it would have worked out, you know?
Yeah.
Because we're literally always working together, you know?
Yeah.
That would be a different situation. Because you get sick of people, man.
Yeah.
You definitely you're like, man, dude, like everywhere I go, I got to talk to this guy, you know? Like I'm tired of talking to the same dude all the time or working with the same guy.
Yeah. It's the weirdest is when you get a roommate that like kind of treats it like a relationship in a way where it's like, we always have to be hanging out. Why aren't we like, why don't you like talk? And it's like, you can't like get away from him.
I hate roommates that want to have dinner together, dude. Like, oh, let's have dinner together.
What the heck, bro?
Like somebody's like, oh, like I'm gonna cook dinner. You want some? And then you gotta like sit down and eat it with them. Like that's weird. Like I would go over to friends' houses, they'd be like that. Like they like all their roommates were always like I don't know. I guess it's because they were that like tight knit, you know. But like to me, I don't know. I just wasn't. Different. You got to know somebody for a while.
Well,
you know?
See, like I get like if you guys are like, hey, let's go get some pizza or whatever, right? And you guys are like just hanging out.
Like cool. Thanksgiving
but
was
if you're
awkward.
Roommate, that's weird.
Like Thanksgiving was awkward, you know, because like we make all this food and then we're sitting there like watching Family Guy or something, eating turkey and stuffing. Like it was just weird.
Yeah. I think it's one thing if like you guys are roommates, but if you guys are,
they were roommates.
They were roommates. If you guys are just hanging out, stuff like that, it's okay. Like if you guys are just friends and it's like one guy's visiting or whatever, it's okay. But if you guys are roommates, go eat in your rooms, bro.
Dude, I mean,
that's weird.
So the guy that at the air station that I ended up being roommates with, he was like, hey, he's like, so my brother just moved out here. You cool with splitting it 3 ways? And I was like, yeah, sure. And so he just kind of like lived in the living room because like we were never home. So the living room was like his bedroom, and he still paid like his third of the rent. But it was funny because I would end up like hanging out with him more than I did the coworker. And so me and him were just like we were always like super tight. He would come home from like doing his Panera job. He was a manager at Panera. And so he'd bring home like a bunch of cookies and stuff like that. We'd just sit there like,
oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we would always be watching like a different show. Like we'd be like, let's watch season 2 of Cobra Kai, you know, and we like watch that and just shoot the shit. And then like we both vaped at one point. So like my roommate would come home and be like, God damn, man, it's so smoky in here. Because it's like just vape cloud everywhere. Dude. But yeah, that was funny. We would like go get vape juice together. He's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna try that like vanilla custard flavor today. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna try the you know, I'm gonna try the strawberries and cream, you know, like it's just like
okay. Have they said anything about that Sumsicle flavor?
No. If I had to, so as a G Field partner, I'm not supposed to say what I know or what I hear, you know, because I do get partner emails. They like give us a heads up, like, hey, you know, like this is what's going on. And I'll be 100% honest with you. I have no idea what flavors are coming out next. That Resident Evil flavor was a complete surprise to me. I figured I thought they maybe would do like I thought maybe they'd do like a reskin of Nemesis Tea or something like that and do something with that. But now they came out with that whole new flavor. And you saw, right, Genie? It's like a tall 60 serving.
That's so one and it was sold out. So mad.
Bro, thank God I got one because I contacted my partner manager. I was like, hey, so what's the word? Like, because sometimes they send us flavors to review, you know? And he's like, yeah, I haven't heard anything about this one. Buy it. Like, you know, if they don't hear anything, then that means like it's super under wraps.
Okay.
Like they wanted it to be a complete surprise. But we'll see, man. I'm hoping to get my hands on the chili dog flavor. That one's super limited. So
That's so gross,
dude, for the
That's
memes, bro.
so
That's gonna be
nasty.
such a good YouTube video, though.
Who was it that said it was like, is it gonna be better with milk or water?
Oh god, dude. Oh.
I think
Chris,
milk.
I will say that I am like 500 points away from getting a year's supply of G Fuel with my XP. So
Wow.
any
A
flavor.
year supply?
Yeah,
What
so you
the-
can if you get 5,000 XP, you can get like a Nintendo Switch or like 12 tubs of G Fuel. So I'm gonna get the 12 tubs, and if there's any flavors that I have like, or I already have 2 of, or like I already have an open tub and then a reserve tub, I'll probably send you and Dad some.
Okay. I'm trying to think what I'd even want, dude.
Dude,
What
I
flavor-
think Dad would like the
Oh.
hype sauce because that
Yeah, I was gonna
raspberry
say hype
lemonade.
sauce. Yeah, there's a can of it, right?
Yeah, the can just came out though. You can't get it. Like it's not online yet. You can only get it on the East Coast in certain stores.
Yeah, see, because that one would probably be so good. in a
Oh,
can.
bro, it's a 10 out of 10 flavor and powder. I just did the review for it last night, and going into the review, I was gonna give it like a 9 or a 9.5, and I was like, dude, it's a 10, bro. It's just so solid, man. It's a perfect 50-50 ratio of raspberry to lemonade. It's refreshing. It's not too strong. It's not too mellow. It's just perfect, bro. It's definitely the flavor that I would recommend to anybody who's never had G Fuel before.
I think that's probably what I would say. Like G Fuel should really, if and I'm saying this as a consumer and as a partner because I'm not a partner.
Yeah.
I think G Fuel needs to have flavors that are just normal things as opposed to them being like energy drink flavors. Because like raspberry tea, but with like a ton of caffeine, that sounds kind of dope. I would love that. I'd drink that every day if I could. But like, I'm not gonna drink blue ice every single day.
I get what you're saying. Like you want stuff that's kind of like a normal drink. You don't just want stuff that's
Yeah.
specific to energy drinks.
Yeah, and that's why
Mm.
the Sumsicle one, I'm excited about that.
Oh,
because
yeah.
that's just a normal flavor. That's not.
To me, that's an energy drink flavor. What else are you
What
gonna
do
get? You can't just go to
Yogurt.
this.
They have yogurt that tastes like that, dude, and I love that stuff.
I mean, I guess they have raspberry lemon yogurt. I've seen that. Like, it's not. Yogurt flavors are
What?
the same way, bro. Like, yogurt can be plain by
What?
itself, so then you
Well-
just throw shit in. Genie, you better chime in on this. Are you really that butthurt about flavors?
Just like,
There's
what?
There's also they have orange creamsicle popsicles, bro. Like that's literally where it comes from. It's a normal flavor. It's just a normal flavor, not an energy drink specific flavor.
Okay, the way I put it is like you can go to the store, you can get a tea, right? Raspberry tea. You can't go to the store and get an orange creamsicle tea. Like it's a completely different thing. You can buy orange
Okay,
creamsicle
what
bars.
flavor is blue ice?
Blue raspberry.
But don't they have like multiple flavors of blue raspberry?
The sour blue chug rug is like a sour blue raspberry. The reason it's
You-
called
you-
chug rug is because it's FaZe Rug's flavor.
Well, yeah, I know.
So like they also do that, you know.
Yeah, and so it's like when you have like you, how to put it?
Genie-
you like what? Okay,
Genie's
get-
just like
when-
I've had waffle fruit.
That's all I fucking know.
yeah, and waffle fruit's okay. Waffle fruit's okay because that's the thing you could actually get, right? Like if
Chris
it's like
can't
an
talk.
apple
He's only
cider
had the
kind of flavor.
cans. Chris hasn't.
Hey, suck
Yeah.
my butt, dude.
Did you
You
have an
better be quiet, bro. The
you have an
cans are all that matters to me.
You can't. It's a different caffeine. You haven't experienced the classic G Fuel experience.
I have though. I have. I just don't drink them regularly.
So the I can't remember where the caffeine source is for the powder, but I know the cans are green tea caffeine extract, so it hits you different. And then it's double the
Mm.
caffeine too. So man, like it'll get you wired. Like Electric Shock, he's a big G Fuel YouTuber. I talked to him, or no, I watched the videos of his, and he was talking about how like he usually only drinks like half the can at a time because it's a lot, you know. And it's so easy to like overdo it because you can just like take a big old gulp because it tastes good.
Just sitting there, like your heart just beating out of your chest. You're like, yeah, this is fine.
You know, dude,
No,
Sandy is howling.
I've never had an issue with. Well, okay, the first time I had a can of G Fuel, it was when you. Was it when you were? It was when you were moving, right?
Yeah, we stopped on
And
the way to New Mexico.
it was Nemesis tea, right? I don't know if I was super thirsty or what, but he gives me the can, and I think I chugged the entire thing in like half an hour.
Damn, bro, that's a lot of caffeine. Get you wired.
Yeah, yeah, and I didn't. Okay, apparently I didn't know the symptoms of like, I guess when you drink a lot of caffeine, because I don't really get it from anywhere else besides like soda and stuff like that.
What are the symptoms?
You start to feel hot because. Yeah, you start to feel hot. That's one of the things I've noticed. Yeah, and so
caffeine is like a natural. I mean, naturally, it raises your body temperature.
Because so what happens is basically like I get the science of it. Basically, what I'll say is it when you have a stimulant like caffeine, it's I want to say is the word dilate or is it basically your veins expand a little bit. Okay, so more blood can flow, and as a result, heat tends to transfer as well. So there's a lot more heat that's going through your body essentially, right? Which means because you're losing heat, your body burns more calories so that you can maintain your body temperature. Right?
Yeah.
And so you start to feel hot within the first like hour of you drinking a bunch of caffeine. So there's times where I would be at work because I drink like an entire can before going into work because I hated that place.
And you're like sweating.
You don't, because the thing is you don't start sweating because it's not for a long period of time. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, dude, I feel like I just walked into a sauna. Like it's weird. But the thing is, it's gone within 5 minutes, and after that, you're just like chugging along the rest of the day.
Caffeine withdrawal sucks, bro.
Dude, don't even get me started on that.
Yeah. I went through it a lot on the boat. I would come back from a deployment, and I would be like sick of coffee, and so I would not drink coffee for a few days. I'd have a headache. I'd feel tired all day. It's just. But I've taken a break from caffeine before for like 30 days just because I heard there's all kinds of benefits from taking a break and like resetting your receptors. Definitely true. It's just those first couple of days are so rough, dude. It's like you don't want to. But I realized that I could fall asleep like that after I stopped drinking caffeine because caffeine has a half-life, right?
Yeah.
So what do you mean by the half-life?
So half-life, as in if you drink a can of G Fuel, okay. Let's say you drink a can at noon. I think it's like every 6 hours. Is it 6 or 4?
It varies. It varies.
I think it depends. Yeah, it depends on a lot of factors. But like, I think the basic consensus is like 4 to 6 hours. After 4 to 6 hours, there's still 150 milligrams circulating through your system, and then another 4 to 6 hours later, it's like 75. 4 to 6 hours later, it's that's why a lot of people say don't have caffeine after 3, because then you're going to bed at midnight with like 80 grams of caffeine still going through your bloodstream. It's gonna keep you awake, make it harder for you to sleep.
Yeah, and honestly, that's why I used to I would literally drink it, like all right before my shift because by the time my shift was over, like I'd go home, I'd eat dinner, and then I'd go to sleep so that I had enough rest before my shift the next day. Because it was pretty much you get up and then you would be there for 8.5 hours just talking to customers, which is already bad enough. And then you'd go home. Sometimes you'd have homework and then, do the same thing the next day. It was very mentally fatiguing. So I just it felt like it was a better option for me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but people tell me to like chug a can of G Fuel right now, and I'm like, no, I'll do a dry scoop, but I'm not chugging a can, dude. That's a lot of caffeine.
Dude, dry scoop, that must suck, dude. I feel like that's gotta.
Dude, strawberry shortcake is the best one because when you take the scoop, it tastes like strawberry, and you put the water in your mouth, swig it around a little bit, it tastes just like cake, just cake. It's so weird. It's good. That's my favorite one, a dry scoop.
Oh. Dude, that hydration one.
Star Wars one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Star Wars Bad Batch bundle. I don't know if it's available anymore. I think it was a limited pre-order. It's the first time G Fuel has partnered with Disney. So Big things, baby, big things. G Fuel's exploding, man. I'm glad I got in on it like before, because I know it's gonna just get harder because as they expand, they're not gonna need people to like push their product as much,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I don't know if I'm gonna drink that like sparkling water is not really my thing. Like I feel like it's kind of
I'm excited because Little Man can drink it because it doesn't have the caffeine in it.
It doesn't have caffeine in it.
It's just electrolytes, and like vitamins and stuff.
Do you guys like LaCroix?
I do.
That's pretty popular.
Except the key lime one. That one's gross. There's like a key lime pie one or something. I don't know. It's gross.
I don't. I think sparkling water sucks because it, like, in general, including LaCroix, because if you drink it, it's not refreshing.
It's refreshing to me. Everybody used to joke around that the officers in the military always carried around LaCroix, like you're fancy, and so like I would like walk in with one and they'd be like, "Oh, Daddy's living the pilot life," like I'm a helicopter pilot.
Well, okay, so my thing, so if you drink it when you're thirsty, right? Do you feel like you're not thirsty anymore after you drink a LaCroix?
It's one of those things.
The answer is no. The answer is definitely no.
Yeah, if you have to question it, I guess it's a no.
Yeah, okay? Because that's what I mean when I say refreshing. If you're thirsty and you go and drink a LaCroix, you're not going to feel any better afterwards. In fact, you might be even more thirsty because the carbonation doesn't exactly help. And I'm pretty sure, isn't there like...
Yeah, there's sodium in it.
Sodium in it, right? So you're better off just drinking water. Or if you're going to have sodium in your drink a Gatorade or something. At least then there's like... Well, actually, I don't even know if Gatorade is really all that good for you.
Only if it's like 0 sugar.
Isn't that like the G2?
Oh no, they have 0 sugar Gatorade now. G2 sucks.
They don't call it G2 anymore. I think they call it G0, right?
No, I think they have G2 also. G2 is like low sugar.
Well, okay. What I remember was
my dog.
There's Gatorade, there's G2. Was there ever a G3?
I'm pretty sure it was like a post-workout thing, right? Or
that might be it, but because I think what happened was I had asked about it, and it was around the time of Modern Warfare 2, and so the only G3 anybody knew about was the gun. It was like, yeah, it's a pretty big leap.
Or the TV show, the TV channel.
Yeah, so it wasn't quite the same thing. Is there a G3? I'm gonna look this up.
Sorry if the dog's being loud. He's being clingy. We're trying to get him to stop being... Okay.
We can't hear him at all.
He's so loud, bro.
There is a G3. Wow.
Dude, Gatorade's protein bars taste like ass, dude.
What the heck is this?
They have protein bars. They have like a protein sludge stuff. I don't know. It's weird.
Hold on. Oh, dang it. I didn't make a thing to share screens.
It's all right. What is it?
I looked up Gatorade G3 and it says GatoradeProducts.com. And I'm like, oh, well, that seems like a legit name. I go onto this site and every single piece of text on here is in Comic Sans. And it looks like the site was designed in the 90s.
Wait, the Gatorade site?
It's not a real Gatorade site. They registered the URL to make you think it's an actual Gatorade site, and it's just, bro. The site was made in 2018. Why does it look like this? Did a 4th grader write this? Oh my god! And this isn't even G3. This is just regular Gatorade.
Is it like it's like an off-brand Gatorade, or is it like trying to like?
No, it's just Gatorade, and the links are all to Walmart. What happened here?
Somebody's trying to make some money. They're trying to get web traffic.
I think G3 is Gatorade Thirst Quencher.
Is there ads on that website?
No, bro. It's just links to Gatorade. So, like Gatorade, I guess, retailers, I guess.
That's so weird. Dude, have you
My
ever?
boss. What's up?
You can find websites for everything. It's so weird.
My boss has
Sugar-free
bought
Gatorade flavor?
Facebook or Facebook, and then Facebook, like all the typos of
Mm.
Facebook back in the day, and they would like run ads on that thing, and they would make a killing. But they got sued, $100,000 per domain, and then somehow, according to my boss, he only ended up paying $5,000 for like
Altogether?
yeah, for like the whole suit. So it wasn't that bad, but like some
That's the
some
thing
dumb
though.
shit.
I think that's absolute garbage because it's not your boss's fault that people spell the word Facebook wrong when they type it in.
Well, I think it wasn't that. It was that he was purposely trying to make it designed like a congratulations, welcome to Facebook Rewards, where you've won a free iPhone 4.
Oh,
or
that's a
something.
little different. If it was just a site
That's-
plastered with ads,
That's pretty
That's a different
goddamn
story.
scummy, dude.
yeah, that's scummy. That's different.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
Never mind, he deserved it.
Yeah,
Dude, dude, I think
I'm leaving at the end of the month, so I'm getting
think-
it all out now.
I think I spelled YouTube wrong one time, and it took me to some weird. It looked like an old version of YouTube. Ads all over the place. It's like, bro, what the hell? Like that's common, dude. People try to like take advantage of misspellings to like make
Yeah.
money.
They made like some law about like domain infringement or like something like that about some similarities and like infringing things like that. So that's why it
Yeah.
stopped it. Yeah.
Well, that's why I mean when I was doing the business stuff with Danny Dorito 23, they were like the 23. You should keep the 23 because that's really what saves you from going into that gray area of like, oh, it's just Danny Dorito. Like it's totally using the Dorito name.
Mm.
Yeah, what about me though? I'm still confused about my situation because
It's
I'm
not a brand
assuming
name.
that Cool Ranch isn't a brand name. It's just a flavor.
Yeah. Like I don't think there's anything stopping other chip brands from just putting Cool Ranch without a space, or even just like you know what I mean. It's a flavor. Like I don't think they can stop anybody from
Well,
naming something the same flavor. Obviously, if like Gamer Subs was like, oh, sour blue chug rug, like it'd be like, yeah, that's that's totally like copying.
Gamer subs.
Gamer Subs. I don't know. One of those generic ass G Fuel copycats.
Wait, so you said Cool Ranch without a space.
I'm saying like another chip brand, they could be like, oh, but what? It's Cool Ranch without a space. You know what I mean? Like it's not like we're just calling it Cool Ranch Doritos or whatever it's called. Like some knockoff brand. Knockoff Doritos. Burritos.
Burritos.
Dude, I remember I went over to a friend's house and like somebody was like talking crap to like, bro, you ain't even got like you don't even have real Doritos, and he had like these off-brand like great value like nacho cheese flavored tortilla chips.
Yeah, but you
It's
can't
like,
get
damn,
mad
bro.
at people for that, bro. Like, apparently, sometimes like you'll get like the off-brand stuff, and it actually tastes better.
It
or
tasted
whatever.
nothing like Doritos, dude. It's not good. It tasted like
Get what
stale
you
Doritos.
pay for.
Yeah, you get what you pay for. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, you know
like,
what's gross? Dude, have you ever seen people get like instead of buying a box of cereal, they just buy a bag?
yeah, you can get like 10 pounds of
Yeah.
cereal or whatever.
That's gross, dude.
I mean, it's not that different from having a bag in a box.
I know, but like, there's
True.
having an extra layer there is what makes me feel safe about it.
Really? Because I know people who just take the bag out.
Do they put it in like a plastic container?
Okay,
or do
put
they...
it this way: you buy the box of cereal. You got a full box of cereal. Now you live alone. Okay, you got limited storage space in your pantry. You got a little pantry. Doesn't it make more sense to just take the bag out because half the bag's gone? You just roll it up a little bit, save space. You don't have a big old box taking up all this space.
I've seen a lot of people like in fancy houses. They'll
Put it
have
in a
like
container.
like a cereal dispenser where you just go up to
Oh
it.
my
and you're like,
gosh!
Yeah, but see, and I feel okay with
Continental
that.
breakfast.
I feel okay with that. I feel okay with that because it's a thicker plastic, whatever that container is made out of, right? When you have
Right.
a box of cereal, it's a little bit of cardboard and this very thin, flimsy plastic that's probably going to degrade in like 10 years. So like,
Oh, who's keeping cereal for 10 years?
Well, what I'm saying is that it's probably biodegradable. So, like, if a roach really wanted to get in there, he could.
Oh my gosh.
I freaking hate roaches, bro.
Dude, you don't need to be worried about roaches getting into your food. You need to be worried about rats. 'Cause rats just chew through everything.
That's even worse. What do you mean, dude? That doesn't make it any better.
I'm just saying, why are you scared about cockroaches? They don't. It's not like they know how to open bags. You know.
Dude, they get into tiny spaces. It's disgusting. Dude, you know what? I went to the garage the other night and like I was trying to get a bottle of water. There's a freaking roach just chilling, and I was like, "All right, well, I'm gonna get the raid." I get the raid.
I'm gonna get the
raid,
raid,
bro. Dude, the roach was gone, and I did not want to go and look for it. I sprayed some in front of the door.
Oh, he do,
Went
bro.
inside.
He's like, oh, he's going to get the strap.
Yeah, sprayed a little bit more raid. Sprayed some in front of my door, and you know what? Next morning, no roach. That thing dipped.
Yeah, that's what they do, man. They go back into their hole.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw a video on TikTok the other day where they were torturing a cockroach. She was like taped to the ground, and they had like AirPods. it was playing like Nicki Minaj, and the cockroach is just like.
That's like animal cruelty in a way. I mean, I don't know if they count as that.
Dude,
I'm not trying to advocate. I mean, I'm all down for like killing bugs, but like I'm just saying, you know.
Okay, can we have a little debate here for a second? Because I heard there was a thing. Scientists wanted to get rid of mosquitoes, so they made it so that I think they changed a gene or something like that in female mosquitoes, so that when they would mate, only females would come out of it. So all the babies would be females, right? Which means, as a result, you can't really breed more mosquitoes.
Yeah, eventually they die. But I think there's so many different types of mosquitoes. It's only going to get rid of like one type.
Well, that's the thing. Okay, so if you were to transfer that over to cockroaches, right? Like household cockroaches.
You don't want to kill cockroaches. Cockroaches have a purpose, believe it or not.
Yeah, but I want them in my freaking house, dude. Like,
Bro,
I
they're
understand.
not gonna. Don't get me wrong. Cockroaches are gross, but I want to say 9 times out of 10, the cockroach isn't coming to like chill in your ear. Okay, those are just like bad case scenarios.
Dude, every time that I've dealt with a cockroach, they've ran towards me. Why did they do that?
They got big balls. I don't know.
Every time I think of cockroaches like this, I'm remembering that video you were watching, Danny, on your stream of the girl who collected them.
Oh my god.
No!
Yeah, she just had them like running around like pets, dude.
That's gonna stay with me till I die.
Dude, that was a long time ago.
I saw a video of there was a streamer and his girlfriend was in the background and she's just chilling on her bed, and a cockroach gets on his shoulder while he's streaming, and the girlfriend's like, hey, there's a cockroach on your shoulder, and he's like, oh, and he just like I don't know what happened after, but they like ran out of the room, I think. But dude, that's like my biggest fear, is just a cockroach like just chilling on my shoulder. Dude.
Everything has a purpose though, and like mosquitoes, I think the reason why
mosquitoes don't serve a purpose.
Mosquitoes don't really serve a purpose. All they do is spread disease, really.
Yeah, and you know what? Okay, the thing that has killed the most people out of anything on the planet, okay? Mosquitoes, because of malaria. That's why they're trying to get rid of mosquitoes, because malaria is the #1 killer right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially in places like Africa and stuff, where like it's
especially in Africa,
really bad. Yeah, like there's just mosquitoes everywhere. People just sit there and they're just getting munched on all day.
Well, South America as well, right?
Yeah.
Here and there, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much anywhere where it's like super humid.
Yeah.
Louisiana's really bad.
Yeah, but I don't think they have malaria over there. It's just that there's mosquitoes everywhere.
The place that I deployed to in LA, it was a mosquito sanctuary. I didn't even know that was a thing, but apparently the fish that were right there in that area ate them. Like they would land on the water and the fish would eat them. So they weren't allowed to like kill the mosquitoes because it was going to mess with the ecosystem according to like the Navy laws. So like if we had like they put bug zappers up trying to get rid of them or like help with it, and like they told us we had to take them down. I was like, bro, that's what they get for building a freaking base on a swamp, though. You know, dude, somebody's in my chat right now, like spamming octopuses and stuff. Is that an OBS? I'm gonna message him. Dude, what you doing?
I'm gonna go into your chat.
Well, what in LA was that? By the swamp?
Ventura, Oxnard,
Oh, okay.
right by the
Okay.
ocean. There's like a big boatyard.
Oxnard, yes. The old Oxnard.
Hey, I'm gonna redeem hydrate.
That's
There you go. There you go. Oh, dude. So we're getting Olive Garden for dinner today, bro. I freaking love Olive Garden.
so
bro.
excited.
Are you guys going there, or are you?
No. We're getting it. We're taking it out.
It's not the same, dude.
What do you mean, dude? They're gonna drive home, and it'll still be the little container. It's gonna be warm.
Yeah, but
It'll be
still,
hot, actually.
It's
Danny,
What
I
is-
sit here all day just waiting for the stream to start. It's Saturday. Go do something else.
yeah. Dude, I don't know. Places like Olive Garden, I feel like you gotta go sit down there and eat it. Like even just the 20 minutes it takes to get it home, it's just not as good.
Genie, save.
I just want to like talk to this guy. Poor guy.
I'm just gonna put no stream today, you DJ.
Hey, click on my email. Click on my email.
He lost the game. Yeah. Did you see his new TikTok? I should say yeah, I saw it.
Who's new to TikTok?
I think he's talking about
Oh,
mine.
talking about yours. Are we really doing this right now? What's happening, man?
I don't know, but
I'll give anything. Pony up a kidney right here, right now, bro.
I'll
That's
give
funny.
anything. We're just
No,
talking to this guy in my chat right now.
You know what though? So actually, on the topic of TikTok, I think I'm gonna stop doing G Fuel videos, dude.
Why?
Because every time that I post one, people they get mad about it. Because they're like, dude, you're copying Danny, and I'm like, okay, so I can't drink G Fuel. Like, what's the problem?
No,
And
keep
so
doing
I'm
it.
just,
Dude, if they comment that, they're just making your video get more views.
yeah, I know, but it's annoying, dude. Like it's like I get it. Like, oh, you're letting them win, but it's
It
like
doesn't
dude,
matter
I
what
don't-
you do.
I don't want to be known as the dude who's copying you, bro. Like
You're not.
That's,
I will make a TikTok about it if you need me to. I'll just be, hey, look, my brother likes G Fuel too. Okay.
yeah. I don't know, dude. Because I feel like even though you post stuff, not everybody sees it.
I think to start, it's people just are trying to be hostile, but like the longer you do it and the more like normal it becomes, the more you guys will just be like the G Fuel guys.
Like I said, it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do on TikTok. If it's even somewhat similar to something anybody else has done, they're gonna say you copied. Like it's just how TikTok
yeah,
is.
that's fair. I did one video about computers, and someone was like, "Oh, what are you trying to be Linus Tech Tips?" I was like, "Bro,
Yeah, like
chill out."
just because one of the biggest people in the computer industry is Linus Tech Tips, I do one thing that has to do with the computer. All of a sudden, I'm copying Linus Tech Tips.
Yeah, I know.
Linus Tech Tip these nuts, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, do you know that? Okay, so Linus Tech Tips started on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, bro, and I mean,
As
I
a
don't
joke,
know
right?
what
He,
the-
he doesn't actually
I don't-
show.
I don't know, dude, because the
I don't
thing
want to
is,
find out.
he has merch, and one of the things he sells is underwear.
Ah.
And so I'm assuming that might be part of it, right? But like when he shows off the underwear, he's the one that's posing for it.
yeah,
So he's
that's
in
funny.
the underwear and he's posing for it, and obviously it's funny, yeah. But I don't know what's on the OnlyFans, and part of me is like, I'm pretty sure it's just like for memes, but people subscribe to it. Like he made
Yeah.
a ton of money off of it.
Yeah, I saw he was talking about how like he became one of the top paid OnlyFans members in like a month.
Yeah, like top like 1% or something, top 0.1 actually, I think. But like, bro, that's something else, man.
You don't
Hey,
have
man.
to post sexual content on there, right? If you make
No.
it.
It's like
Okay.
Patreon, right?
I thought about doing something with it, but you can't advertise it on TikTok. They'll ban you for it.
They're stupid.
Really?
Yeah, like you have to say like special link You know.
I did not know that.
That's funny. Or just
Yes.
put like a PH instead of an F.
That's why, like, if you're scrolling through TikTok and you see in some chicks, some booty chick's bio that it says like, it'll say like special link in my bio or exclusive content in my bio, stuff like that. They're referring to their OnlyFans because they can't actually say OnlyFans. They'll get in trouble for it.
Makes
You're like,
sense though, because
Genie's like, this all makes sense now.
No, I swear.
yeah,
Bro,
I don't know,
I just think it's funny. Like, I'll be scrolling through TikTok, right? Because the For You page, it tries to suggest you new stuff, hoping that you'll like it, and then like it can suggest you new content, right? Because dude, and YouTube has gotten really bad, bro. Their YouTube Shorts, their algorithm's messed up. Because I watched one video where a guy demonstrated a tactical reload with an airsoft gun, and now every single video in my YouTube Shorts feed is people with guns. Like it's like literally, I could scroll for an hour and it's nothing but guns.
Dude, have you watched Forgotten Weapons? Dude, it's just this guy, like he goes to like auctions for guns, and like he just like shows how they work and stuff like that. I don't know why. That is the most entertaining thing I've seen on YouTube by far, because the dude looks like Jesus and he's just talking about guns, bro. It's so cool.
I still like Kickhawk 45.
Who's that?
He's the old guy that was like a history teacher that just his YouTube channel is just guns. Like he has a range in his backyard. He'd be like, let's smoke some pot, and he like shoots a pot. This old guy.
Man.
Yeah. It's like, have you seen the video where like it's like it's Pulp Fiction, and like he pops up and it's like him shooting an Uzi and he kills like John Travolta, and then like but it's him on a bicycle because it was like Uzi drive-by. It was like a 10-second video where he just like rides by on his bike and shoots like a couple boxes or something with an Uzi. People took that and put it in like videos. He just rides on a bicycle.
Dude,
Back to the booty chicks though, dude. It is
okay. Man.
I call them booty chicks because that's obviously what they're doing. I've scrolled through TikTok. I showed my wife. I was like, dude, this is ridiculous, man. And she's like, yeah, I know. It's so stupid. It's literally like some chick will be like, she'll be like, all right, so I'm gonna get my laundry out of the dryer.
Oh God. Oh.
And she's just getting her laundry out, like with her butt sticking out.
I feel weird about having mom and dad on TikTok because of stuff like that. Because I'm like, I don't want them to see that. Like, even though they're the adults, I feel like secondhand embarrassment from that. Like, I don't want them to see that. I feel bad about it.
Okay. Sorry. My wife's just like, we're going to the park. I was like, okay.
I don't know. Dude, dad loves TikTok though.
Yeah, he's addicted. He sends TikToks to like the family chat now.
Oh, you guys have a family chat?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
we have like a Facebook Messenger family chat.
I barely go in there, but whenever I do, I either send a meme or I just talk for like 2 seconds.
I send funny. I try to send like stuff that I think everybody would find funny, you know. But
I
booty chicks. And you go you go into their comments and it's always like, damn, the view, you really hurting for views today, huh? Like,
yeah. All the time.
So it's like, oh damn, you had to pull out the booty video. It must be hurting for views.
Yeah. Or there's one where it's like they'll have like a very tight like shirt bra thing, and like that shirt is like like hanging on for dear life, or like they'll comment on like how, you know,
the shirt, like, dude, I love when people put like that shirt and the shirt's just like an eyeball, the mouth like, and like another eyeball.
Yeah. That's like, hilarious. That is hilarious. I tell you what though, I am like this one, I guess you call him an e-girl. She doesn't like do anything like crazy sexual. She just is like insanely hot, and she just makes like.
Oh God,
really it's like really cute. It's all it is.
Genie's in love with the booty TikTok booty chick.
She's not a booty.
She's just an
Jesus.
Negro. They're different.
Yeah.
She's special.
Bro, you know what's really bad, Genie? Is Instagram. Type in
dude.
hashtag streamer. It's just all chicks like they'll be like posing, dude. They'll be like with like a teddy bear right there.
Oh,
And like a
man.
controller in one hand. I'm like, bro.
No, actually, dude, no. I think Twitter is worse.
I don't know, because I don't on Twitter I just see tweets. I don't really see like
Yeah,
pictures
but
and
the
stuff.
thing is, dude, Twitter, they don't have anything against. It's not against the guidelines to post like.
yeah, so I
NSFW stuff.
I try not to go on Twitter on stream unless I'm looking at like a specific
Yeah.
G Fuel post or something.
Yeah, and so, like, and I usually use Twitter to like, I guess, pull up news and stuff like that. And even if you go to like something that's like, I guess I would say, remotely normal, as opposed to being like something about like Elon Musk, dude, just normal stuff where people are like, oh, this is a weird hashtag. Within like 5 minutes of scroll, or not 5 minutes, 5 seconds of scrolling down, do you immediately find something where someone's like,
Yeah.
hey, check out my links or whatever. My favorite is when people like they'll make a tweet and it blows up and people go into the comments and they're like, dude, are you serious? And the guy is just like, he's pimping out his like links and stuff like that. So like his Instagram, he's like, check out my mixtape and stuff like that. It's like, bro, your tweet got 2,000 likes and you're all check out my SoundCloud, bro. Like, dude, you're not special. What are you doing?
You gotta understand, there's people out there who think like that's an opportunity, you know?
But it's a tweet about like hamsters or something, dude. And they're all, dude, check out my sound. What are you doing? What are you doing anything, bro?
Dude, I just think it's funny people come to my chat and are like, hey yo, is it cool if I self promo?
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's
thanks for asking, but no, like, I mean, that would be like me going into Ninja stream and just being like, yo, follow me, you know? It's not cool.
Dude, what I don't get is when I first started posting on TikTok, people were like, hey, can I get a shout out? And I'm like, dude, I have like 2,000 followers. Like, what do you?
Dude, I mean, I did the one TikTok and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that again because literally all the comments were like, shout me out now. Like, it was literally like my wife comes, she's like, babe, so and so once said they want a shout out, and I'm like, oh, okay, I got you. And like I walk outside and it's like and I was like, follow so and so on Twitch, and then like I did the voiceover, it was like, shut up. They're like, sorry.
The only shout out thing that I've done was when I hit 1K on Twitch, and I basically just shouted out my mods, which I was like, that's fair because they actually put in work for it.
You know, I thought about doing something where it's like an extra Saturday stream here or there, and it'll be like mod night, and I'll just set up like a donation jar thing, and like that gets divided amongst the mods.
Oh,
That's smart.
A really good idea.
That's smart.
The mods donate to themselves. I mean,
Stungies would do that, dude.
Stungies would, yeah.
Bro, dude, Stungy's legit. He's there's times where he's coming to my stream. I have a thing with sound alerts where like you pay a certain amount of bits, and a sound will play, or you'll use channel points for it. And he uses like every single time. He either does the knock or he does the bang. The knock, it's someone knocking on a door, right?
Yeah.
But it's like it sounds super realistic, and so you're like, what the heck? Like who's knocking on my door? But the bang one, it's 1,000 bits, and it's just this really loud pop sound. And so it'll be like super quiet, and you're just chilling, and you're like, I'll be playing Minecraft, planting some beetroot seeds or something. Then I hear boom, and I'm like, what the heck just happened, bro? Dude,
the one that I hate is like the Discord call, don, and I'm like, who's calling me? And like
dude,
it'll do like the brung, like somebody joined the call.
I need to do that. That'd be a good one.
Like, bro.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. Yeah, but Stungies loves doing those, bro. Like he loves them.
I thought about setting those up, and then I guess there's a way to set it up so that channel points can basically like redeem sounds on their own.
Yeah. So I have one where for 500 bits it's Walkie Slush. So instead of saying Muñaño constantly, you do a Muñaño sound, which I think would be a lot easier. Yeah. Now you could have both. You could definitely have both, but I don't know. The thing is, I'm a little worried because I have it set up where like the Walkie Slush is like 500 bits or not 500 bits, 500 channel points, and so there's times where people will just spam them, and I have it set up so that it's there's a limit, but like I'll be sitting there trying to talk about something or like trying to talk to somebody in GTRP and I hear walkie slush, manano, walkie slush. And I'm like, dude, I can't hear anything right now, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to make it so that there's a bigger cooldown or what. But like, sometimes it's a little much. So I would say be careful with it. I don't know. That's my advice with it. Oh, so on Creators Unite, you're talking about we were talking about crypto a little bit. I was trying to say, and I didn't get the chance to. Did you set up the thing with I think it's One Up Coin where people can donate crypto? Like, have you tried that, Genie?
No.
No.
One Up Coin.
Yeah, it's called. So do you have Coinbase or no?
I do. Yeah.
So it works through that. Basically, you connect it to. I'll try to send you a link too when I get a chance.
Yeah, please.
You link it to your Coinbase account, okay?
Okay.
And so they'll click on the link for the donations, and then it says select a cryptocurrency. So they'll choose what they want to donate in. So if they want to do Bitcoin, they can. So they select Bitcoin, they put a name and then a message, and then they click donate, and it pops up with your QR code for Coinbase for that wallet. And so they scan the QR code and then they send the money that way. Someone donated $4 worth of Litecoin yesterday.
That's cool. So like,
I was like, it works too. Like it pops up like a regular donation. So same notifications and everything.
yeah, you have to show me how to set that up.
Yeah, it was really easy. But I was like, that's so cool because, dude, if somebody wanted to, they could straight up just donate like 0.01 Ethereum. And
yeah,
that's a pretty decent amount. That's like $20. Or now it's like almost 40.
yeah.
So they could do that. And then the cool thing is if they do that, that can increase in value. Or if somebody has crypto that they don't really care about anymore, like that Litecoin, which isn't really that big of a deal anymore.
So
yeah.
So I was Genie, I don't know if you've had experience with this. I guess you normally post videos that are already made in Adobe Premiere, so you don't have to really worry about that. But I'll use music in the app, right, for the background.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like 3 or 4 seconds in, the music just cuts out, stops working. I don't hear it anymore. I'm like, dude, like I'll post it and I have to repost it because the music disappears and it's just like awkwardly quiet for like the rest of the video. So it annoys me. But like I don't know why it does that. It just did that. So I was like listening. I'm glad I listened to it. That's why I muted myself. It's like I gotta make sure the music works.
I'm
not trying to be rude.
When you get verified, do you get an actual contact at TikTok? So that
I
you can,
think
like...
so.
Okay, because that's probably something that might be a good idea to ask if you don't get it resolved by then.
Yeah,
because they probably be like, oh, that's a bug, but we're gonna go ahead and fix that. Because that's, dude. All I'm saying is like, yeah, there's definitely been times where the app just like straight up falls apart.
Yeah, it'll freeze on me while I'm picking a sound, and then like I have to re-edit it. It sucks.
Yeah. What I don't like is that if you make a draft and you get past a certain point, you can't go back and like add new clips or like edit old ones.
So I don't know if so. What I'll do is there's a couple things that I do as far as like when I film TV reviews and stuff like that. Obviously, for like an hour, I'm not gonna just have my phone open or like be like, I don't know, just having the TikTok, like filming it in the TikTok app just doesn't seem like a good idea because you might lose the footage. So what I'll do is I'll if it's so like a bunch of people are like, watch the new episode of Mighty Ducks. So I just go find one and then I upload the footage straight from my camera roll. But another thing I'll do is if it's like a comment I feel like I'm going to lose, I'll save it as a draft. And then what I'll do is I'll post the video as private. I'll tap on the comment. It'll take me to the original comment and then I can do it that way. So I don't lose the comment. So I can still upload the footage. Because, dude, there's comments where I'm like, damn, dude, I can't find it. And that was perfect, man. They spelled it right, you know, like, because sometimes people just go full potato mode and just like everything's spelled wrong.
Dude, sometimes people, I think somebody had asked, they're like, are you Danny? Or no, are you Danny's brother with Little Man? And I'm like, what does that even mean?
Are you little man's uncle? Is that what they're trying to say?
No, are you Danny's brother with little man? I don't know if they're asking if I'm your brother or little man's brother,
I might
or
be.
if they're asking if like yeah, maybe uncle. I don't know what they're trying to ask, bro. I'm confused.
I might be
but,
shaving
like-
my head tomorrow.
Did you hit?
I'm at 97. 97K, dude.
Dang. Good job, dude.
3K more, dude. The only thing that I worry about is that I feel like a lot of these people are just subscribing, so I'll do it. Like I don't know how many are actually gonna watch the content, but I mean,
Yeah.
I uploaded. It's one of the best videos I've ever done. It was me reacting to that Life of Luxury video. The Danny reacts to her son can't stop growing at night. It was that horror one. Genie,
Okay.
those are the videos I was talking about. That guy might be on the podcast at some point in the near future.
Oh, okay.
The main
Yeah,
guy.
that one did
Yeah.
really well though.
Yeah,
I'll watch that.
5.3K views in a day. Like that's really good for me.
That's really
Um,
good.
Oh, that reminds me. So, when's your next GTA video coming out, dude?
I don't know. I think the next video that we're gonna do gameplay wise is probably gonna be Apex arena mode.
Hmm.
Okay.
And I could see if he can pull maybe like from the Resident Evil stream yesterday some of the best moments, because there was some oh shit moments. So where I was like freaking out. I was
dude.
like, bro, I don't
Dude.
know where to go. They're coming from all sides. Like I'm freaking out.
Dude, I
And like, dude,
Also-
right now in the game, Genie, I don't have any med kits or whatever they call them in that. I don't have any, and I'm low health.
Oh,
And the what's her face, lady, what's her name? Lady what?
Demetrius. I don't know. I think
Yeah,
it's Demetrius.
she's chasing me around, and I don't have. I like one hit before I die. I like 2 hits
Oh,
and I die. So like I'm trying to get to the next point so I can get some herbs and stuff, because all the rooms are locked. But I'm pretty sure the damn piano is what I missed the piano. I need to go back. There's like I think there's some puzzle you have to solve.
You have to like play the keys right, but like it'll kind of hold your hand. I thought you had to like look up music notes
Yeah,
and like figure out.
I did have some people complaining that they thought the game was too easy.
Yeah, here and there. I mean, I kind of miss like
Because Resident Evil
There
1
was-
was hard, bro.
yeah, exactly. Like there's like a really like sense of like big challenge and like accomplishment with that, and like a lot of the OG like
What are you laughing at, Chris?
every time he says in this case it was more fitting. I think he's gonna say Chungus. He said big challenge, and I thought he was gonna say big Chungus.
Big Chungus.
when you said Chungus Express, I'm still laughing over that because I kind of want to go to that theater and just be like, can I get a ticket to Chungus Express?
Can I get the ticket?
What are you
Can,
talking about?
can I get a ticket to Big Chungus?
They're gonna kick you out, bro.
Bro, they finally opened a theater here. Theater.
Oh, really?
Sure.
A Century. One of the Century theaters.
Okay.
I say theaters like a weirdo. Ever since I was a kid, theaters.
theater.
Theaters.
Yeah,
It's better
dude.
than
A lot of the
Chungus,
stuff that
though.
I say it like you do because that's where I learned most of my words.
How do
And
you
so
say
there's certain what?
say the word house? Because I say
House.
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 I say house.
House.
Like I got like a twang to it. House.
House. Am I saying it
House.
weird?
I don't think
House.
so.
House.
House.
Okay. So
I like the
Nuclear
way you
bomb.
talk.
say nuclear bomb.
Nuclear bomb.
So
Nuclear
you said
bomb.
it right. Is that how you would normally say it?
Nuclear bomb.
Not
I-
nuclear. There's no U there. It's nuclear.
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 Ever clear. Like the
Nuclear.
nuclear.
Nuclear. Not
Nuclear.
nuclear.
Everybody says nuclear.
Everyone says nuclear and it's wrong.
I just say
Bugs the
nuke.
crap out of me.
Tactical nuke incoming.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
but if you're talking about like a nuclear reactor, you wouldn't. If you say nuke reactor, then you're talking about something completely different, probably.
Nuke reactor.
Nuke reactor. It's like a fancy word for like a microwave or something.
Radioactive toaster. A microwave.
Yeah, but I don't know. Do I talk like you like?
I don't
do I
know.
sound that similar? Because dude, people go, you guys talk and look the same, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, that's how that works. Like, what did you expect? I'm gonna talk like I'm from like Texas or something. Like, what happened?
His mama is my mama, and his dada is my dada.
Oh yeah, dude, GD, your freaking comment.
Yeah.
Wait, what did he say?
He said it was something like, would people think that just because you have the same mom that it means you guys are brothers? And then it was like a little clown emoji.
Dude,
It's like so like ridiculous how long it's going on for. Like if they seriously don't believe you guys are brothers,
Yeah.
like
I did that on purpose, man. I knew that there would be a,
Oh, yeah,
a
no, it
majority of
was-
people.
Yeah, and you know what's even worse, dude? People come into my chat and they're
Who
like,
is
"Oh,
this guy?
no, dude." They're like, well, Danny said you guys aren't brothers, and I'm like,
Did I
"Oh,
say that?
Oh, yeah." I'm like, that's beginning. You never specifically said that.
No.
Not to
That's-
mention, it's obviously a joke.
Yeah, people don't get
Like-
sarcasm, dude.
Yeah, I get not getting it over text, but like when someone's literally like making a joke
Bro,
with sounds and words and stuff like that, it's like,
I'll-
bro,
I'll
you
s-
you shouldn't be here.
I say things aggressively at the camera, and people are like, "Don't yell at your wife." I'm like, "I'm not yelling at my wife. I'm yelling at you, dumbass."
Yeah, I think it's one of the nice things about having to film everything on my own is that I don't have to worry about people like thinking I'm yelling at somebody. I'm just yelling at myself, pretty much.
even then though, I've never seen it like he's yelling at his wife. Like I've never once considered
yeah.
that.
There's goldfish brain people out there, dude.
Yeah.
But,
Well, it's
okay,
okay. It's because a lot of them are young. That's all it is.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if they're that young, they probably should be on the app.
Do people get mad when I ban them because they're underage? Like when they're
On
like
Twitch?
12? Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
if-
have
if-
to.
if- yeah, you have to ban them. And so like when I ban them, they're like, "Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that?" And I'm like, "Because you can't be on Twitch." And they're like, "Oh, I didn't know."
I just tell them like, "Look, I can get banned if I don't ban you because you're
That's
not
what I
supposed to
say,
be on
yeah.
the app if you're this young."
Yeah. Well,
You
so, okay. So one day I did that, and a couple of the mods they came into my chat all of a sudden, and I was like, "What are they doing here? Like, you're still streaming?" And they were like, "Yeah, so apparently you banned somebody," and he came into Danny's chat, and he was complaining that you banned him, so we banned him.
Dude, everybody
like,
comes into my
"Bro!"
everybody comes to my comments on TikTok and they're like, "Your sister banned me because I asked her how Candace was doing." Stuff like that. I'm like,
I think the jokes are funny. I think those are funny, but they
Genie,
can be
I
a little
don't-
repetitive.
Jeannie, I don't know if you've seen my sister's TikToks, but she is ruthless, bro.
no, I haven't. Is
It's-
she
it's-
Sister Dorita?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, she'll just like she did like she'll do dances and stuff and like point at comments and stuff, and it's just like, bro,
Oh shit, I've never seen this. I don't know
she's
why I've never
ruthless,
seen
bro.
it. I saw
Yeah.
like her on Twitch. I didn't know she was on TikTok.
Yeah, she definitely like she's got her own community for sure. Like it's
Yeah.
not just stuff from us.
Well, at first it was like everybody was just saying that she was trying to get clout from me, and so she like distanced herself from like my stuff because she didn't want people to say that. And so like now I think it's gotten to the point where she has like her own little community, like you said. And then Jeannie, I did a TikTok where I called her on FaceTime and I was like, they're saying that you banned them from your TikTok live. What'd they do? And she's like, they were being a dumbass. Yeah. And I was like, oh damn. And then she's like, don't ever call me again about some stupid stuff. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, that's one of the reasons why like I kind of want to maybe when I move out, I might get an iPhone because FaceTime and stuff like that, like
So much better.
It's so much better, dude. Sending pictures on freaking iMessage leagues better than what Android has. Bro,
Well-
if you send a picture on Android, it like gets super compressed and it looks like Minecraft. It's sad.
So one thing that I don't understand is how do we have 5G where like now if you're close enough to a tower you can download a movie in like a minute, right? It's like super quick for a phone.
I know what you're gonna say.
But it still sounds like we're talking through styrofoam cups with lines attached to them. Like how is the phone quality so bad?
It's not about the rate at which the data is sent. It's the way that it's actually sent.
Received? Oh, sent. Okay. Well, they need to fix that.
Mm.
Because
Because
so much you can do, man.
what are you talking about? Because I called my wife on FaceTime audio and it sounds like I'm talking to you guys right now. Is that clear?
Because they send it a different way.
Well, how come phones can't figure that out? Why can't Verizon and AT&T
I
get
don't
the shit
know,
together.
dude. I'm not a doctor. I like. What do you? I'm just
Yeah.
saying. There's certain things that like you
Fix it, Chris.
Yeah.
Because
Call your boys.
with stuff like FaceTime and iMessage, because Apple's in charge of that and they don't have to standardize for every single person and every single kind of phone. Like it's easier to sort of streamline it, right? But I think because you can have a phone from like 10 years ago that can still call, or I'd say even 20 years ago that can call
Screw 'em.
an iPhone, it's like they can't. It'd be like trying to use a hard drive in an M.2 slot. Okay, like if you get it adapted somehow, it's still not going to be able to do the same thing because hard drives just can't work fast enough.
If your phone is older than 5 years, they should phase it out because that you're holding technology back because they got to create bug fixes for your ass. While I over here have a brand new phone and it's got bugs that are
dude
not
no,
fixed
no, no,
yet because
no,
homeboy over here with this iPhone 4 is still trying to freaking use
Dude,
it.
iPhone 4.
No, because the thing is, let me put it this way, okay? Notice how we're trying to get to electric cars, like being the mainstream thing, right?
Mhm.
Sure.
The issue is
People don't need new cars right now.
not only that, but even if everybody was able to get like an electric car, like if there was enough supply for it,
There's not
people
enough-
wouldn't buy them because people still want to hold on to their gas cars because they like them better. Even Joe Rogan, he's like, they just feel better. Like I like being able to feel how the car is working. Even though electric cars are objectively better in my opinion, well, objectively better in my opinion doesn't really make sense. Objectively better, and they feel better in my opinion is what I'm trying to say.
So I don't think it's gonna I don't think it's gonna happen to us, but I think in our lifetime there's a decent chance that we will see a small country ban self-driving. I think that people are gonna not allowed to be. They're not gonna be able to drive their own cars. They're gonna have to only use autopilot. I guess self-driving was the wrong way to explain it.
Yeah,
But like they're not gonna be able to manually drive their own cars. I feel like that's gonna happen before we die.
I want that so bad, dude. Because
right
hate
now,
driving sometimes, dude.
right now they say that a Tesla, like a top of the line Tesla with like the newest autopilot, drives like a student driver. Like they still make mistakes. It's not great at everything. It can take exits, but it does, it can still miss some. Like it's just not. It's not to the point where it can be like, all right, it is safer if everybody is in self-driving cars. And even then, I've seen some people argue that even if everybody did have self-driving cars, there would still be issues. Like cars would still crash into each other. It just would be, because if one car tries to avoid another car, or two cars try to avoid a car at the same time, they could hit each other trying to avoid that one car. You know what I mean? Like there's all kinds of stuff like that.
Well, here's the thing. So the way you fix that is by rather than having all of the cars do the decision making by themselves, if you had a network set up so that every car that's in a local area can sort of interface with each other, so that when one makes a decision, the rest of them know, then that problem goes away. Now, the issue there is when every car is from a different manufacturer, it's kind of difficult to do that. So if every car was a Tesla, probably wouldn't be a problem, right? But since you have Tesla and Nissan and Toyota,
yeah, it would have to be like a network specifically for all the self-driving cars. I gotcha.
Or if they did something similar with phones where they all use the same standard, but you can still have different features in the car.
So Genie, remember how I told you that I used to like write, like I would start writing scripts or get to a certain point and be like, all right, I feel like I could take something from this, put it into another story. One thing that I always thought would be cool is if like in a movie scene, like this guy, he puts his Tesla into autopilot and then goes through the trunk, opens the trunk and shoots the car behind him, like while the car's driving itself. That'd be a badass scene.
Man. Oh, fuck. Like a Fast and Furious kind of play?
Except
like
that could actually happen, I feel like. Like nobody's like jumping out of a helicopter and then landing on top of a car or something like that at 100 miles per hour. Those movies are so ridiculous, bro.
Dude.
Dude, I also the other night I was just like sitting there and like I can't remember what we were watching, but I came up with the idea: has there ever been a movie where it's literally just from the point of view of like a mafia boss who's like gone to prison, but he's still running things from prison? Like it's from his point of view.
Not an entire movie, I would say.
Like let's say a show where like half of the show is in prison, half of the show is in the outside world, but the outside world is just all the characters that like are directed and told what to do by the mafia boss or whatever that's in prison.
I don't know anything.
I already got a title for it. I don't know if it's taken.
Well,
have you heard of Prison Break? Is it anything like Prison Break?
I don't know. I've never seen Prison Break, but from what it sounds like Prison Break is mostly in prison, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I think that's more about them trying to escape prison. This guy's not trying to. This guy's not about him trying. It's not about him trying to escape. It's just him in prison, like, almost like kind of like the mafia boss saying like, "Oh, you locked me up because you thought that would stop me, but in fact, it made things easier for me because now people can't get to me as easy." You know, that kind of premise.
Here's the thing. So you said half and half. I don't think it would be half and half, dude. Because if you did half and half, you'd either do a lot of cuts between.
So there's two main characters. Okay, there's the mafia boss, and then there's the mafia boss's son who got locked up, but for not as long. So the mafia boss's son gets out, and the mafia boss is telling the son what to tell people to do. Like it's the two sides.
Oh, dude, no, you know what would be a good way of actually like of like I guess not filming but like pacing it. So 11/22/63. Okay, one of the things I remember from it was I think is his name Al, the dude that like tells him to go back in time.
I don't know. I think so.
Well, we'll call him Al.
I wanted more of his story because it was in the book.
Cool, but the thing is, there were times where they would cut to when Al was telling James Franco's character like what to do, and
I wanted more of that.
If you had that, if you had that, where like it would be the son actually going out and doing certain things, and like, so he would be like, all right, so this is what I got to do, and it would flash back to like the dad actually telling him in prison what to do, and he's like okay, and then something goes wrong or something like that. He's like, oh crap, like that you could do a lot of.
Bro, I just think of like the like not corny, but like the typical like line, like he's just telling us like, you make that son of a bitch pay, you know, and like it's just like but just like lining some dude up.
But that would be cool though. I think that'd actually be really cool.
Somebody's gonna take it, or somebody's gonna come up with something like that, you know, before I ever get the opportunity to. I would call it the Inmate.
Post this right after we finish. That way, if someone makes it tomorrow, you can sue.
Yeah, I'm gonna copyright the title and everything, trademark it.
Inmate, yeah.
The Inmate.
Dude, that'd be cool though. I think that'd be cool.
Have you seen Shot Caller, Genie?
I've heard of it. Is that a prison show as well?
So it's Shot Caller is. It's kind of like that, but it's more of like what would happen if like a straight edge guy, just got put in prison, not by accident, but like it wasn't really like he's not a bad guy, but then you see him have to like, he goes to prison for a while, so you see him have to like adapt to survive, and so like he joins like a prison gang, and like and then it cuts back to him getting it goes back and forth between him entering the prison system and kind of like clicking up with the gang, and then it also shows him getting out and like how much life has changed and like how his wife has moved on, all that type of stuff. And then, you know, I'm not gonna spoil the ending because it's a really good movie, but it was really good. I liked it. I liked the concept of the back and forth. But I don't want to say. I don't want to give anything away. Watch Shot Caller and you'll kind of get what I mean. It's kind of like what would happen after. The guy from Game of Thrones, Jaime Lannister, he played that guy, I think, in that show.
Okay.
But there's a lot of little actors in it that you would recognize. I think the guy who played Shane from The Walking Dead in there, John Bernthal, he's in it. Yeah, that's a good movie.
Shane was in something else. What was it? Is it Wolf of
The
Wall
Punisher.
Street?
Yeah, he's in Wolf of Wall Street. Dude, Wolf of Wall Street was so funny. He's always working outside his mom's house.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, Moms, what's for dinner?
Dude, that movie is insane.
Dude, that is such a good movie. You know, has the record for the most F words?
I thought Pulp Fiction did. Really?
Yeah, right now it's the current record holder for the most F words.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that so that movie, and I talked about it before, I think it's War Dogs. those movies are very, very similar in terms of like the progression. They're both great movies. I'd say if you like Wolf of Wall Street, watch War Dogs.
Yeah, I think War Dogs is underrated.
And it has
I
really
was-
good actors in it too, dude.
I was watching that at the gym one day. They were like, "Do you guys have like at your gym like a cinema where they have like all these treadmills in there?"
No, that's cool
And-
though.
Yeah. Okay. So they have that. I thought that was a regular thing. No, they have that in my gym.
My gym does pizza night.
Do they really?
No, that's a crack at Planet Fitness. If you didn't know,
Wait, they do,
Planet Fitness does pizza night.
isn't Planet Fitness the place that has those lunk alarms or whatever, where if you drop the
Yeah,
bro
If-
or if you groan too loud,
Yeah,
they're all,
they-
it goes,
they'll-
"Woo, woo, woo."
they'll kick you out if you grunt. If you grunt, like it'll set off the alarm. It goes whoop whoop whoop, and like, hey, keep it down.
Dude, I told somebody that and they were like, well then don't
Genie
be
Boy
loud.
looks
And I was like,
mind-blown.
bro,
Why would they like? I understand why that would not be allowed to like groan, but like
Okay, it's like a
Why would they
safe
set off
place
the alarm?
for people who want to
Yeah.
go to the gym.
Planet Fitness is like a normie gym.
Like all
Yeah.
like
okay.
there's hardly any free weights. It's all machines. There used to be one next to one of the jiu-jitsu gyms I went to in San Fran, and like I would walk by and there was always like people just like literally sitting in lazy boys like playing on their phone. I'm just like, bro. All right, babe, I'm going to the gym. You're just sitting there like on your phone playing Angry Birds.
It's pizza night at the gym. I gotta
Bro,
go.
no joke, man. Like I would see like somebody show up with a bunch of Little Caesars like once a month.
Oh, dude, that sounds so good right
It's
now.
like they're trying to keep their customers coming back because they're fat, you know? Trying to keep them fat.
Dude, I
It's an
freaking
endless
love
cycle.
Oh, dude, I want Little Caesars now. Oh,
Planet Fitness making their blood money.
bro, I'm literally gonna go over there and get a membership just so I can have Little Caesars, bro.
Dude, and that's the thing too, is like I think it's like $5 a month to go to that gym.
So you tell me
That's-
they pretty much like, well, dude, that means like they must spend a lot of their money on pizza night, because there's no way they have that many people getting memberships.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know, dude.
dude, if the pizza costs $6, that's a net loss.
Well, I mean, you know, gyms make like they make it. You know how like Black Friday is when the stores like
yeah,
make their
and
profit. You know.
January is their Black Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like their Black Friday because that's when everybody buys a gym membership. Then they stop going like 2 weeks later.
Oh, dude, you know what I totally forgot. So, for people who don't know this, when you go to like Walmart or Best Buy on Black Friday and you see a really good deal on a TV, that TV is purposely made for Black Friday.
What?
Yeah, they make crappier models just for Black Friday.
No way.
Yeah.
It's a goddamn conspiracy. I knew it.
No, it's just like the TVs that didn't quite pass the test to be like the
Bro.
higher end models or whatever, or like they're just old models.
Have you ever gone to a Black Friday sale and like you see like somebody like go by with a cart full of like PS4s or something?
Yeah.
I'm just like, bro, like this is
Dude,
maybe they're getting them for their friends, or are they trying to sell them? I assume they're trying
No.
to sell them.
they're reselling them every time.
Yeah,
Reselling them.
so
unless-
so ridiculous.
Unless if they get 2, then at that point it's like you can give them the benefit of the doubt. But if they're getting more than 3 or anything like that, like they're probably gonna resell, dude.
Yeah, no,
because-
I saw a dude with a cart full of like 10 Last of Us 2 PS4s in his cart.
Dude, legit. Like there was one time where I
Genie's like
some-
10, huh? Let me get one of those.
dude, some chick, she comes up to me, she goes, "Hey, where are you guys' fire sticks?" And I'm like, "Oh, they're right over here in home theater." And she's like, "Okay, how many do you guys have in stock?" And I'm like, "How many do you need?" She's like, "Oh, well, I'll take everything that you have."
My camera.
The camera just went out.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. You good, bro?
Not turning. There we go. It's because
Okay,
it's getting hot in here.
I'm like, okay, well, we have 7. She goes, "Okay, well, I want all of them," and I'm like, what the? I was like, okay, and I'm like, let me go ask a manager because I don't think you can take all of them. And she's like, okay, and I'm like, hey, Joseph, like, dude, this lady wants to buy 7 Fire Sticks. He goes, she can only get 3. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. And I'm like, if she wants to get multiple models, can she get more than 3? Like she gets 3 of the regular, 3 of the 4K, and 3 of the light. And he's like, yeah, technically, but it's kind of scummy. Like she's probably gonna try and resell them. And I was like,
I feel
well, I'll let her know.
I feel like if you look at the Black Friday ads, a lot of the things say in fine print under certain deals, they say like limit 2 per customer and stuff like that.
They either say that or they're in store only. So like sometimes you can get those Black Friday deals online, but a lot of them they're in store only.
Yeah.
And so there's limited supply.
Dude, all I know is that Black Friday is when I buy 4K Blu-rays.
Oh, do you collect those? Like collect Blu-rays?
So the thing with me is like if I really like a movie, like Tenet, okay, for instance, Tenet was made for IMAX, it's meant to look good, all that stuff. You cannot get the same quality that you can from a disc streaming. Like it's just not. Your internet is always fluctuating. It's not going to be a constant speed. You're going to get pixelation here and there. Sound's not going to come in perfect. I want the cinema experience, okay? When it's a movie I care about. All right.
Yes.
So I buy the discs if it's a movie I really care about. Like Blade Runner 2049. I bought that the day it came out on 4K. You know.
Dude, I haven't seen a single movie in IMAX.
Bro.
Really?
Really?
Dude.
The only place that I've been to is my well, there's 2 theaters in town, but the one that we always go to, Harkins.
IMAX will blow your mind, dude. Like the damn the screen is like as tall as the building.
Here's the thing though, is it like so ridiculously big that like it hurts your neck when you watch?
No, so they do the seating different. Like it's more spread out usually.
Because I saw
you definitely won't. You like there's a huge gap between the screen and the first row.
Okay, because I saw Finding Dory one time, and we sat in the front row, and my neck hurt afterwards.
I watched X-Men Origins at my friend's like birthday party. We all went to go see that, and we showed up late, and it was like there was like 4 seats in the front row. It was like opening night, and I remember we were all the way to the side, so we're like this, like what? This movie's awesome. You get out of there and you're like.
I rewatched
the movie sucks, by the way.
Yeah, that's okay. If you go back and rewatch all of the Wolverine movies, most of them are garbage except for Logan. Logan's great.
I think the Wolverine was good until the end. Then it turned into him fighting a CGI robot guy. And then Logan, I loved the way they told Logan. It felt like a Western.
That Logan, I really want to rewatch it because I don't remember every detail, but I just remember it was so sick seeing him fight because it wasn't like
it was rated R.
Exactly. It wasn't like he was invincible. Like, sure, he had superpowers, but it's like he wasn't. If you shot him, he's probably dead.
I love the way it starts, dude. It starts out with him waking up in the limo, and these guys are trying to steal his tires.
And then like it says Logan like when his head is like on the ground. I remember.
Yeah, it just smirks everybody.
See, I like movies like that where
we need a Deadpool versus Wolverine movie for sure.
Yeah, but the only issue is Hugh Jackman doesn't want to do.
He said if they went back, he said that the only way he would do it is if like Disney bought them because he felt like they had done everything they could over at Fox, and that happened. So it's not out of the question. It's just they're gonna have to pay him a lot. Yeah.
Oh, they did buy. Yeah, you're right,
bro. So did you guys watch the teaser for like the Avengers Phase 4 that came out? It showed a bunch of movie titles. Dude, there's like 4 Marvel movies coming out next year, like big ones.
This year, you mean?
No, I think there's 2 coming out. There's there's 3 this year. So there's Black Widow. I think there's Chang Li. What's it called?
It's talking about the 10 Rings or whatever, right?
Yeah, the 10 Rings one.
Shang-Chi.
And then Spider-Man 3 is coming out in December.
The Eternals is coming out the Eternals is coming out this year.
It is? So when is Shang-Chi coming out?
So it's Black Widow comes out, then Shang-Chi.
Because Black Widow got delayed a year. I think for the next 2 years we get 4 movies.
Yeah.
It's basically like once a season.
So yeah, Thor's next year, Doctor Strange is next year, Captain Marvel 2, which doesn't count. Dude, Captain Marvel, I heard it was like complete garbage.
It wasn't garbage.
Really?
Yeah, people just dogged on it big time because Brie Larson said some stuff that people lost respect for.
No, because I heard like it legit was like the most basic, boring story.
I didn't think so.
You didn't think so?
No, I liked it. I just think they definitely could have done some of the fight scenes a little better. Like the CGI was kind of like it was too dark in some spots. But other than that, it was just a fun movie. It's definitely not the best, but
Iron Man is still.
I still think the first Ant-Man is like the most underrated Marvel movie. It was great.
Really? Ant-Man can be grouped in with like Guardians of the Galaxy because it's more lighthearted. Than,
well,
like,
I remember.
realistic.
I remember when they announced Ant-Man, I was like, bro, they're gonna make a movie about a guy who turns into the size of an ant. Like, that's so stupid. But I didn't think about the fact that like he still punches like a grown-ass man, like a full-size dude, you know? So like this little guy's like punching like he's freaking Hulk Hogan. Like just
they chose a really good actor.
Paul Rudd. Yeah, Paul Rudd's legit.
That was probably the best choice they could have made because because at the same time, like, you gotta remember, like, yeah, it is kind of a goofy superpower, right? So they chose an actor who could sort of be
goofy,
you know?
Yeah,
like that is very fitting.
Yeah, no, I really did like that movie. The second one was kind of a letdown.
It was okay, but it was really just there so that you knew what was going on during Infinity War.
Yeah, they had to give him a reason to like not die during like the a reason to not die during the snap.
I rewatched Infinity War recently, and I'm mad. I'm mad about that movie too.
Wait, which one? Infinity War?
Yeah, that's the one where because freaking I don't know why, and this is me just like if it was real life I'd be like, really, dude? Star-Lord got all butthurt.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, dude, if you had just waited a little longer, everything would have been fine. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah. It did kind of suck that his character was just used to kind of mess everything up.
And also Loki stole the Tesseract, and so that's how Thanos was able to find it.
And that's also why there's a show coming.
Well, no. That I'm talking about the first time he stole the Tesseract, because he stole it from Asgard, and then it was on the ship, and then Thanos took the Space Stone out of that, and then in Endgame, Loki steals it again.
Yeah, in Endgame when he steals it. Yeah,
we're getting why the show exists. Yeah.
The show, I think that show is gonna be great, dude. I think Tom Hiddleston is a great actor.
That show's gonna be good.
He kills it as Loki.
Genie, did you watch Falcon yet?
No, I haven't watched the show.
You gotta watch it, dude.
All right, what about
did you? My next show.
Did you watch Justice League yet? Snyder Cut.
Snyder Cut? No, I haven't. Haven't seen a movie.
Stop playing The Last of Us 2 for the 10th time, and watch Justice League.
Last of Us 2, though. I'm just like.
I'm kidding. Now you're busy, dude. Like, stay home and watch Justice League instead of going to see this foreign film, dude.
I have this weird thing. I have this really weird thing where like
it's on HBO Max.
Okay.
Oh no, HBO, yeah.
Okay. All right, continue.
Full. No, I have this weird thing where like every time, you know, we're like doing like mild traveling, like we went to Vegas the other weekend, and I bring my PS4 and like I brought like my Rock Band guitars because I thought it'd be fun to like, you know, play Rock Band in the hotel room, and we did that and it was fun. But then like there's also this part of me where it's like it's so stupid, and I've never really said it out loud, but I'll say it now. Is like if I bring my PS4, if the trip gets shitty or like we're just bored, we don't know what to do, at least I'll have my PS4 and we can just play Last of Us 2.
You know what? It's always good to have a backup plan. I support it. I
don't know why. And I tell people like, yeah, I have a life goal of playing The Last of Us Part 2 in every county of California. And I just, that's why I'm like, I'm not serious.
Dude, have you ever seen that joke where it was like I think it was just a meme where it said, does anybody else pack for a trip like they're gonna shit themselves every day? Like you take like a ton of underwear.
I mean, like, yeah.
Do you guys have any stories? I'm shitting your
I
pants.
can tell you a story.
Oh God, dude.
Craziest story.
Oh man.
I've told this multiple. I told it last night on the stream. This is the story of how I was 17. I was 17 when I last shot myself, and it was after Insidious 3. This is kind of a long story, but I'll go through it. Okay, it has nothing to do with the movie, really. Well, it kind of does. Okay,
Oh,
so
that's even worse, dude.
so at lunch, my parents were like, my mom wanted to go to the Cheesecake Factory, and it was like, I was like, okay, Cheesecake Factory. And so I call this the Cheesecake Factory story because this is like primarily what had a lot to do with it. So at the Cheesecake Factory, I was, had like 3 refills of Coke, and I had like some kind of pasta, and then I downed what's called Linda's fudge cake.
Oh God! No.
And Linda's fudge cake is like this, chocolate overload, like,
Are you lactose at all?
I think I might be in denial about
Oh
that.
God!
So, because with G Fuel, like I get bubbles in my stomach every time I have it.
So you know what? The G Fuel has fruit extracts in it. Like it's all legit stuff. So there might be an extract that your stomach is upset by.
Okay. Well,
maybe it's the mango.
Either way,
white boy.
That could
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't eat that much. That's another story. But so I'm eating this cake, and it's like immediately, I start getting the bubbles, the diarrhea bubbles, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I go to the bathroom at home, and it's like fine, and it's like whatever. But I'm still kind of feeling it because it was I downed that whole cake, and so. That night, I was going to see Insidious 3 with my girlfriend at the time, and my mom absolutely hated my girlfriend. We were not allowed to see each other at all, but I like begged her because I was about to leave for college.
Please!
And I was like, I'm 18, I can't have my own girlfriend. What the hell? And I had just gotten an Apple Watch. It was a Series 1 Apple Watch, and I was working at Walmart during my senior year, like the last 6 months of it. And I thought to myself, I was like, I really want to spend money on something that's like nice that I can remember as my own, like a watch. And I was like, oh, the Apple Watch is coming out. I'll buy the Apple Watch. So I buy the Apple Watch, and the same day as the Cheesecake Factory thing, my Apple Watch comes in the mail, and I put it on and everything like that. And I'm going to the movies, and my mom's like, do not stop by Brittany's house. You are not allowed to stop by Brittany's house. Like you will meet her there at the movies and shit, because she doesn't want us to, like, I don't know. What are we going to do? I'm going to pick her up, and we're going to like suddenly have sex in the parking lot. Like, what? It's not going to happen. And so it's ridiculous stuff. And, yeah, and so
we haven't even kissed on the mouth yet, Bob.
Well, it's so anyway, at this theater, I'm like, all right, let's go. And the thing about me in the movies, I always have to get there early because I always have to get the largest fucking popcorn and the largest Coke. And so that same day, as I had that fudge cake, I got the largest popcorn and the largest Coke, and they had like overwhelming amounts of salt on that popcorn. And so I was like, okay, I'm down for it. And so we're watching Insidious 3, and like, of course, by the end of the trailer, it's like half the popcorn's done, and it's all me who's eating it. It's like, and I'm just like such a fool. And I'm just like down in this Coke, and I was really enjoying the movie, and it was scary, and it was like, oh yeah, this is great. And then towards the end of the movie, I start feeling the bubbles again.
Yeah, like,
and it's like, oh no,
the fear.
Okay. Yeah. It's like, what do I do? And the thing is, my mom is tracking me on my phone, and so she doesn't know that
That's
because
messed up, bro.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, long story. I don't have the best upbringing with that department, but it was a shitty situation. I was like, okay, I really have to go poop bad, but I know it's going to be one of those long poops. And so if I go poop after this movie, my mom's going to think that like me and Brittany are like making out in the car, which we do, but not that long. But like, so anyway, we went. I was going to drop her off at her house, and I told her, I was like, I really have to poop, like it's like bad, I really gotta poop. And she's like, just go in my house. And I'm like, I can't, because number one, my mom is tracking me. Number two, I'm gonna have diarrhea, and I don't want to have diarrhea in your house, and everyone's gonna hear me and be like, and look at me like, Ben, you just fucking had diarrhea, huh?
You just
and,
shit
right,
blasted our toilet.
You just came into our house to like take a shit like that, and leave.
And just
like, who are you? So I was like, I don't want to be that guy. So I'm like, I'm gonna drive home. And I'm like speeding home. I'm driving in a Mini Cooper, which is my parents' like fun car, I guess.
The Pantone.
And I'm like driving. It's a 50-minute drive home, and I'm speeding home, and I'm getting the bubbles really badly. I'm like, oh my god.
I'm not gonna last much longer.
Yeah, so I have to pull on the side of the road. I have to do it. And so I pull out on the side of the road, and I stand up, and then the bubbles go away. They're like, it's good. It's like, oh, okay, maybe I can do it. So I sit back in the car. I sit back down in the car, and I'm driving home. I'm like, I can make it home. I can make it home. And I get home, and I pull in the driveway, and the bubbles are back and worse than ever. I'm like, okay, it's okay, because when I stand up, they'll go away, because like just like last time. And I park the car, and I get up, and I stand up, and they don't go away. And I'm like, no. So I run in the house. It's pitch black everywhere. All the lights are off. I'm like, fuck me. I got to find my way to the bathroom. And I find my way to the nearest bathroom. That light's off. And I'm like, well, no, what do I do? And it's like any second now. I'm like holding on for dear life. Because I'm just like, so I'm like finding the lights. And I'm like, fuck it, I can't do it. And so I'm just like pulling down my pants in the dark. And I'm like, shit. And I find the toilet, and I barely pull up the toilet, and I'm about to squat. And then as soon as I squat, it's just like out, like a geyser. It was like a reflex. I couldn't stop, and I was like, ah! And it gets yeah. I'm standing there in pitch black, and I don't know what to do. So fuck. And I'm like, well, I did it. It's all out. And so I like waddle to where the light switch is, and I turn it on, and I just see all over the floor. It's just
like a Picasso painting of poop.
Yes. There's a complete puddle of, and I was like, fuck, what do I do? And I was like, help!
Help!
I'm like, I didn't know what to do. And my parents turned asleep, and I'm like, help! But Mom's like, what happened? She's all mad at me. And
I shit on the floor.
And I was like, I had an accident. She's like, she's like, what do you mean? And she opens it up, and she's like, call my dad, like, it crapped all over the floor, like, just so mad at me.
What do I do?
Mad at me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. It was like it was the Cheesecake Factory, and it was the popcorn. And she's like, this is Brittany. Oh, had you not gone to see Brittany, you wouldn't have had taken this time long, and you wouldn't have seen her, had you not been lollygagging with her at the theater afterwards, you would have gotten home in time, and it's all her fault. And I'm like, what the fuck?
She tries to tie everything back to your girlfriend, dude.
Yes. And I'm like, okay. It's not her fault. She has nothing to do with this.
Just to be clear, it's her. It's not your girlfriend's fault. It was your mom's fault because she was tracking you, so you worried about it. What the heck, bro? That's so messed up, man.
This is the funniest part, in my opinion. She's like, give me your phone and give me your Apple Watch. And my Apple Watch has a lot of shit on it. And I was like, okay, sure, take it.
Bro, you shit on your own wrist, bro?
It was like, I gotta say, stop. I didn't know what to do. It was like all over my pants. I was like, fuck. It was pitch black too. I didn't know. I was like, oh, you want my watch? Okay, have it. It's like covered in shit.
Wait. Was this all happening in the dark?
I turned the lights on.
I was like, dude.
I'm getting sick just thinking about it, bro.
Yeah, it's like I obviously she took the watch. She's like, fuck. And she goes to the sink and washes it off, and then she rips my phone away. And I'm like, I'm sorry. And then my dad is just like, clean this up. Everyone was so mad at me. Wow, this is so shitty. No pun intended, but it was really messed up.
Are you an only child?
No, I have a sister.
Oh no. Oh,
yeah, 2 siblings.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, so it's like I just look like a fool right now. It's just the guy who's leaving for college.
Your oldest brother shit all over the floor last night.
Yes. So it does not look good for me. And yeah, so then I text. So when my parents took my phone away, I used to have. Well, I still do have it. Is a PSP. That I would go on Facebook Messenger on the little web browser, and I would message my friends, and I'd be like, "Hey, my parents took my phone, but I still have my PSP."
And they're like, "Why'd they take your phone away?" And you're like, "Don't worry about it."
It would know
Drugs.
so many things, but like it was never like it was always like I had never done drugs. I'm not really that big on drugs, but like I'd never smoked weed until I got into college. So like they would always take my phone away because of like they got an email that I was tardy to class and they would freak out on me because it's like makes them look bad somehow and they don't even know them. They don't like the school is like, you know what that makes us look like? That we don't raise you right and shit. I'm just like, what the fuck? But I text Brittany, hey, I shat myself all over the floor.
Bro.
And she's like, oh my God, that's so funny. Oh my God.
I'm breaking up with you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Oh my God. She was a psychopath though. And that was, she would break up with me over everything. That's another story. But she
Pooping
told
yourself,
her dad.
psychopath. That's the tier list here.
Yeah.
So she told her dad that I shat myself at home. And he was
wait. You keep that to yourself, man. You don't go telling your entire family. Oh,
I know.
Hey, my boyfriend crapped his pants. Ooh.
Yeah. And she's like, he told me.
Well, honey, you sure know how to pick them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what are they supposed to say to that?
Exactly.
Oh, cool. That's nice.
Yeah, so I couldn't look at him. I mean, he was like trying to be like a bro and like funny, but like I always had like an issue with like looking up to like, you know, parents and older people. Like I was always like so nervous, but like he was like, oh, it's funny, you know, you should have just used our bathroom, haha. And I'm like, yeah, you say that, but I really don't want to live with the embarrassment of like, you know, like the most awkward shit I've ever taken in my life. You know what I mean? Like that would have been. It was either that or I guess I should have probably done that.
Have you ever tried to take a quiet dump? It doesn't go well.
Oh yeah.
You're sitting there like you end up taking like twice as long because you're trying to make sure you don't like make the splash too loud.
You're like sitting there. You're like the door's closed.
You sure? Whoop? You're like, oh,
yeah.
Like,
what I try to do is like at, like people's houses that like I'm just now meeting or something like that. I'll be like, fuck, I really have to go poop. Why do I have to go poop? Fuck. But I'm like, can I use your bathroom? And then I'll like play like music or something. Like I'll watch like a video really loudly on my phone. And I'm like, just do it fast. Did I hear it? You know, it's like
you just playing like Beethoven really loud while you're.
You're like trying to time, like you pull Clash of Clans, trying to get it all out while it's doing the loud like startup noise. Dun, 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 dun. No, dude, have you guys seen that video? The guy, or I'm not sure if it's a video or if it was like a story, but the dude, he needed to fart, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna drop his textbook on the ground and see if it'll cover up the sound. And he drops the textbook. Everyone looks at him, and then he farts.
Yeah, he mistimes it, bro. You remember how I was talking earlier on the other podcast about how you could like find anything on TikTok. Like you know, I showed you that video of the kid. Like that one went viral. He literally just with the water. There's a guy, and I finally like looked at his profile because like, is this really all this guy does? He literally just I don't know where he lives. What? It's somewhere where there's basements because there's a lot of basements that he walks up to. But he just goes around. Finds like somebody who's like next to an open window and farts. So like,
oh my!
I watched drive-by farts.
Dude, I watched one where the guy goes up. It's like 45 seconds of him find. It's like 45 to 50 seconds of him trying to find a good window to do it, and then the last 10 seconds is like him laying out a nasty fart, and the person like, what the hell was that? And then like him running away. Like the one I saw,
serial farter, bro.
The one I saw last night, this guy was like putting ketchup on a hot dog, talking to his wife, and he just drops the ketchup, and she goes, "What the hell was that?" Like,
because she thought it was a fart.
Yeah,
dude.
But yeah, no. But I was gonna say, dude, because you said the G Fuel upset your stomach.
Yeah.
It could. So I'm a quarter Mexican, so like stuff like mango, chili stuff like that really doesn't mess with me. But I think I have another friend like mango upset his stomach. He was from like the South, so like they just don't have stuff like there a lot, you know. So maybe it's the mango. I don't know because there's mango extract.
I mean, does like heritage have something to do with it? Because I'm like 50% Colombian, so that's like
Maybe not then. I don't know.
I think part of it is whether or not you actually had like that kind of food growing up. So like you know how they say like, you didn't really have anything like that when
I never eat fruits and vegetables.
Well, not necessarily like that. I mean, because I know like I had a friend who was allergic to bananas.
All I eat is Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, and also like a lot of the acids that are in certain fruits, they tend to have weird effects. Like I know like pineapple apparently like when you eat it, it actually starts like digesting your
yeah, the
mouth.
the enzymes that are in pineapple are the same. It's like got the same enzymes that your stomach acid has that breaks down food. So it'll start actually like if you eat a lot of pineapple, you'll start feeling like a weird tingly, itchy feeling, and it's the enzymes in the pineapple basically eating your flesh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how you get canker sores pretty easily.
Eat a lot of pineapple.
Does that so that just like upsets the stomach too, or like what do you?
I don't know. We were just talking about how like different
that
fruits do different things. You know, everybody has different reactions to it too.
I heard somebody. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I was saying like somebody told me that like they had G Fuel had upset their stomach for a bit to start, and then like the more they just did it, like drank it, they just got over it. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of getting over it, but I don't know.
I mean, when I drink Rain, like the Monster Energy version of Bang, that stuff gives me the runs bad, like real bad.
Rain, okay.
It's got like a night on it.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that. Guy.
Yeah, those really mess with my stomach, but like no other energy drink does.
Didn't you say there was some like I don't know if it was protein or pre-workout, but like whenever you would take
oh
it,
my
get,
gosh,
like, bad diarrhea.
Dude, it was I forgot what it was called, but it was a beef isolate.
Dude, they give it to you for free if you buy stuff off bodybuilding.com.
It's beef protein, dude. So like it's protein enzymes from beef instead of like whey, like instead of milk. It tasted really weird. Like it was like a chocolate fudge flavor, but it just something about it just tasted off. But every time I had it, it just gave me really bad, like instant diarrhea, like within like 15 minutes. I don't know, man.
How does that work from beef? Like some kind of like
I don't know.
It tastes like beef, like hamburger kind of?
No, it tastes different though. It definitely doesn't taste like milk, like protein from milk. You know?
Yeah, I remember they used to always include little packets of it whenever you buy stuff from bodybuilding.com, and so I'd always just like throw it out because I didn't want to get diarrhea.
Yeah, no, it is weird, but
it wasn't the Dimetized one, was it?
No, Dimetized is so good. It's so expensive though, dude. Dimetized is like the high end protein powder. Like it's like $70 a tub.
Yeah, because the name sounded familiar, but I was like, it can't be that. Bottom line is, yeah, dude, I never had issues with like protein or whatever, or like the pre-workout.
Like Taco Bell never gives me diarrhea, but I hear a lot of people complain that it does.
It's kind of more of a meme, I think, though. But well, Kyle on PKA, he always talks about like he gets tons of Taco Bell and never has issues.
I think it just depends on the person. Everybody's like their stomachs are sensitive to different things.
Yeah. Well, it probably also depends on what you actually get from there.
Beef chalupa. Now I always get a Crunchwrap Supreme, some tacos, or dude, they have Genie. Have you seen the party nachos pack? It's like $10 for like a nacho tray that's like this big. It's like that.
From Taco Bell?
Yeah, dude.
No, I didn't know they did that.
It's enough nachos for like you throw it back in the oven. This is what I did when I was in San Fran. You throw it back in the oven, you got dinner, like lunch and dinner, out of one thing of nachos for $10.
Wait, is it just like the regular nachos, or is there stuff on?
Yeah, it's the regular. Well, it's like all the stuff you'd find on nachos, like beans, ground beef, whatever. You could choose the different meats. I usually got like shredded chicken. Just shredded chicken was good.
I did not.
But then they throw like sour cream, pico de gallo, guac on it. I always put hot sauce on it. I put like mild and fire on there.
I've been on like a shitty, well, not shitty. I mean, I guess I'm fine with it. It's like a rotation of Canes
Oh,
and cheeseburgers, and that's about it.
yeah, I just been watching how much I eat, and I feel like I noticed a big difference for sure. I just don't feel as crappy. I don't feel like bloated all the time.
Do you ever like feel like you're repeating like the same like foods often though? Like every day I'm feel like what am I gonna eat? There's nothing to eat around here. Let's just go get Canes. Fuck it. And then
You're just eating this, going to the same place every day.
not like every day at Canes, probably like every 2 or 3 days. But that's still not that, you know.
My roommate, he had like he loved Wendy's so much he had stocks in Wendy's. Like he loved Wendy's. He would go there pretty much every other day. Yeah, and there was a Wendy's like right around the corner from us, so it was like the quickest thing to get to.
Imagine loving it so much you get your stocks in that too.
You
That's
own a
funny.
part of the company.
I'm a shareholder. Can I get a discount?
Oh
That's
my!
so
I thought something was wrong. My brother's internet died. He's frozen.
Oh, I was like, damn, he's like really focused.
I was like, he really cares. He's really interested in this Wendy's, dude.
Like that happens. I don't know why.
Dude,
I'll be-
you were just like this.
Yeah.
So like we were both looking at you like, is he?
I saw you freeze, and I was like, dude, are you good? And I looked at Genie, and he wasn't moving either, and I was like, what happened, bro?
Dude. Yeah, no, it looked like you were really interested in the Wendy's story I was telling.
You were telling a story about Wendy's?
Yeah, my roommate, he loved Wendy's so much he had stock in it. And there was a Wendy's around the corner. He would get it like every other day.
He had stock in Wendy's,
Yeah.
bro.
So
Bro.
funny.
I mean, I will say that out of all the burger places, I feel like Wendy's is the one that doesn't make me feel as crappy after I eat it. Like I don't feel like crap after I eat Wendy's.
Okay.
Like the quality is higher. It's definitely more
Dude.
expensive.
Dude, okay, you know what place makes me feel like garbage? Well, actually, no, I don't feel like garbage.
Burger King.
No, dude. I was gonna. Like I said, I don't feel like garbage. I just get bad diarrhea. Five Guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
got-
Genie knows what you're talking about.
I mean, yeah, I could definitely see how that's the case.
We
Right.
got Five Guys that one time, right? And because I don't know if you were in town or if you were just like hit the Five Guys, and I got a burger from there, and I was like, dang, this is really good. And I saved half of it, and like that night, bad diarrhea. And then I had it before I went to work the next day.
Bad diarrhea.
I went home early that day.
Oh, dude, you had this, bro.
Yeah, I kept going to the bathroom for like 10
Dude.
minutes, bro. I was like, I gotta poop
When
so
I was
bad.
when I was at work, people would always like randomly go home, and on the way out, what's wrong, dude? You all right? Yeah, man, I got the shits. And like they're just like all sweaty. I'm like, oh, dude, feel better, dude. Like, dude, had some bad
That-
sushi.
That only happened to me once, and that was at Harkins, and it was legit. Like I remember, like I kept going to the bathroom. I didn't know that you could just go, and so I kept asking my TL. I was like, hey, like, can I go to the bathroom? He's like, yeah, dude, like it's such a busy today, so you're fine. So I kept going to the bathroom, and eventually I was like, hey man, I'm really not feeling good. Am I good to go home? He's like, yeah, let me go and ask your manager. And I felt so bad, dude, because like I feel like every time I worked with that guy, I always felt like garbage. It was always the same dude. And so I feel like he probably thought that I was like avoiding him or something, but I just always got like the craps whenever I was near him, or I just felt nauseous or something, dude.
Dude, so when I was on the boat, we did a lot of port calls in like Mexico, South America, and like they always said, do not drink the water. Like if you go to a restaurant and they give you soda, make sure you ask for no ice. Because the water there, they call it Montezuma's Revenge. Because the
Like
water,
the Aztec god?
they don't have the same water treatment standards that we have here. So there's all kinds of like parasites and stuff that like give you stomach bugs. So like people were literally like diarrhea and throwing up at the same time. Like it's and like people would always be like, yeah, I think they gave me ice in that drink. Like they were too drunk to like notice, you know. And like I got the opposite one time where I couldn't poop for like 5 or 6 days, and my stomach just hurt. Like it hurt to walk. Like and the doc was like, yeah, you better hurry up, or else we're gonna have to like give you a bunch of laxatives, you know. And then you're gonna be out for a couple days because you're just gonna be peeing out your butthole. It was very uncomfortable. Like I didn't want to. I didn't want to eat nothing. I just felt like crap, dude. My stomach just hurt.
Bro, that has to be illegal, bro. That's ridiculous.
What?
To like not take care of your water.
Third world countries, man.
Oh, it wasn't.
Mexico's a third world country.
No, for some reason I thought you were talking about like someplace in the U.S.
No. Yeah, in the U.S. it would definitely be illegal.
Yeah, I was like, bro, what the heck? But okay, that makes more sense.
But yeah, that every time we pulled into there, like there was at least a couple people who didn't listen, and they came back and they were just pooing their pants everywhere.
That would suck, man.
Dude,
dude, Genie is so still right now, bro. Like I can't think
you guys are frozen.
No.
When I was driving across country from I went from Arizona to North Carolina for school. I think this was like 2015. Bro, I can't remember. I stopped at I think it was a Burger King out in the middle of nowhere. And like I was hungry and I didn't have any more like snacks packed. This was like halfway there. And I was like, screw it, I'll just get some Burger King. And then I felt really bad after that. And I definitely I could tell. I was like, oh man, my stomach's upset. And there was no bathroom for like I think I was going through Texas, now that I think about it. And like there's stretches of Texas where there's nothing, dude. Like you could, like it'll say like next gas in like 147 miles. Yeah.
Wait. You drove all the way over there?
Yeah.
Remember, I don't remember that.
I got my Mustang and then I drove.
Oh, dude! For some reason, I thought you were driving the Ranger. I was like, "What the heck, bro?"
No, I drove from Washington to Arizona, which I did without sleeping. By the way, that was not a good idea. It was like 26 hours of driving.
Wow.
Dude. By the last half hour, I stopped in like a Walgreens parking lot and like took a nap for like 5 minutes, and then I kept going. I like slammed a 5-hour energy and kept going. I was like, I just want to get there.
Do those even work?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of caffeine.
Like how much?
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
Like 180 milligrams or something.
That's it?
You say that's it, but you take it in a shot. Like it's meant to be all taken at once. It's like dry scooping G Fuel, but like in a bottle.
Do you guys,
I guess it makes sense, yeah.
You know, accident stories?
That's what I was going into. So
yes.
I was
200 milligrams.
like, have you ever like oh man, I'm exposing myself. Like, you ever like fart and like you don't trust it? Like you're like,
yes.
oh no, no, yeah. So
yeah, plenty times, yeah.
It was one of those. And like I was like, man, there's not another bathroom for like 20 miles or something. I'm just like, just gotta hold it. You know, like I'm like trying to like, I'm like, please. And then one of them I shouldn't have trusted. And so I'm like, damn it, dude. Like, and I finally get there and I just blow up the toilet. And then I had to like dig like fresh underwear out of my like packed up clothes. You know, it's like such a pain in the ass. I had to like go back in the bathroom and change.
Well, dude, the thing is that like, have you guys ever had like a fart?
I blame it on Burger King.
It's a fart that you don't trust, and then like you're like, oh god, no, like that one.
I might have shit myself.
I came up black, like.
Dude.
Oh yeah, it's like, and then you check, and there's nothing there.
Oh yeah, a phantom shart, dude. I've totally had that. Like, oh no, and then like I look and I'm like, oh, we're good. Yeah, like you're like, it feels like you think you might have like shit yourself a little bit, but you're like, oh no, we're good.
Dude, that stuff's scary. Dude, that's happened to me at work before, and I like, you're like sitting there freaking out. You're like, oh god, is it like running down my leg? Like,
Dude,
you're like, oh no,
you know,
and then you finally look and you're like, dude, I'm fine. Like, what am I worried about?
You know how we were talking about like the kid who like tried to hide his fart by dropping a book?
Yeah.
People would do that at work all the time. They like drop a wrench, like ding 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 ding. Like on purpose.
Oh, on purpose.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Because it's like solid concrete floor, so like the wrench just makes like this loud ass noise that like echoes throughout the whole hangar, and they just let out this nasty fart.
No, dude, that's how you remember Mr. Walters, right?
Yeah.
By the way, I doubt he's listening. You are the
Probably
best
not.
math teacher I ever had. Just saying. But dude, like, so some kid, he was new to the class. This dude rips butt so loud, bro. and everyone looks at like Mr. Walters because we're like what the heck do we do? Like we're all just like like are we allowed to laugh? Like because
Do something, Mr. Walters.
and so you hear some kid, I think it was David. He goes, "Was that you, Mr. Walters?" And dude, I swear to you, bro, Mr. Walters looks at this kid, the kid that farted, right? And he's like, he shakes his head and he just points at the kid, and everyone just looked at the kid, and everyone just went quiet after that. And I was like, bro, that guy just got put on blast, and he like doesn't even know anybody here. That kid just got screwed over, right? And dude, a week later, he was bragging about farting in the class.
Frozen? Oh no, I thought you were frozen, dude.
No,
No, sorry, I'm just in shock.
Yeah, this kid was so proud that he farted in math class and starts telling people, he's like, yeah, I farted in this class. I was like,
Oh
what kind of loser, bro? I was like, are you serious? But Mr. Welch just put him on blast, dude. He was like, no, it was him.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Was he like a weird dude ever since then?
Dude.
Yeah, dude, bro. Dude, no. You need to hear this because I was hanging out with some of my friends and like I guess somebody had told that kid that we were driving around. Dude shows up at a parking lot that we were at, just like chilling. And so the kids that told him that we were driving around, they go into his car and start talking and stuff like that. Dude was all showing off his gun that he bought. I was like, yeah, guys, we gotta get out of here. I don't want to be here. And they were like, yeah, we should probably leave. That kid's weird, bro. He also threw an Apple TV in the toilet in 8th grade.
Sounds like a real winner.
Yeah, I know, right? Like that kid, I was ever since that kid farted in that class, I was like, something's wrong with him, bro.
He's definitely that. My degenerate alarm is going off.
And dude, keep in mind I was in Gap both years, so he was one of the smart kids apparently. Some system's broken there, pal. I don't know what happened. I don't know how he got in there.
I mean, just because they act like a degenerate doesn't mean they're not smart.
No, he wasn't in there the second year.
Maybe
I don't
he
know
was.
how, like he slipped through there somehow, bro.
Maybe he was just acting out. Maybe he had something going on at home.
Actually, I think you might be right. I think because he had one of those relationships with his parents where like they just give him money instead of like showing affection. Because he was one of those kids that would buy stuff from the snack bar for people because he wanted friends.
Oh.
Yeah. But then he was a jerk to his friends, so like that's why he didn't have friends.
Dude, I watched this try not to laugh challenge on stream, and it was just like so bad. Like nothing was making me laugh. Nothing was that funny. And then the last one, I was like, guys, if I laugh during this, I'll gift a sub to the stream. And like, cause I was like, this is not funny, dude. And then the last one, this guy, he has like 225 bench press. They let like the guy's like holding the bars, he's like spotting him. And right at the last moment, he like just lets go. And just like lets out a big old fart, dude. And that I was just cracking up. I was like, "Damn it! I gotta give the sub."
Wait,
the last one.
Do you think farting while working out is acceptable?
I mean, what are you gonna do? It happens, but don't get me wrong. It definitely feels awkward. I've had it happen one time.
At the gym or like
at the gym?
Was
Like-
it loud?
Yeah, dude. Like I think it was at work though, so it was I don't remember what gym it was at, but I just remember I think it was at the work gym, so like at the air station, like there was a bunch of people in there, like right after work working out, and I was doing shoulder press, and like sometimes when the last couple reps I'll like drive through my feet up to like get one more rep or two out, you know, because a lot of it is like the decline is the part you want to try and control. Yeah. And I just went like just ripped one, dude, and like I rack it, I'm like
oh my god.
I like look around
No.
and like some guy's like sitting there, he's like just goes back to working out.
Oh, dude.
There was like rap music playing.